part 2 of mission number 7 called It Does What. And our runners have made plans. I think they may still be making plans, and we will see how that works out. We'll do a little introduction here. We will start with Kenny.
You always pick me first.
It's because I go on the characters on the map, and you're the left one. Oh, I see. Okay, we will start. Well, I can't start with Jack because he's busy choking.
I'm kidding.
Yes, Kenny is our resident technomancer, blue-skinned Oni from Japan, and yeah, he's somewhat okay at hacking and more okay with messing around with machines directly, but hopefully once he gets some karma and we can use hack and slash, that's gonna get better.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff in Hack and Slash. I've made it about I don't know, third of the way through it.
Hack and Slash has a lot of information on teamwork feats for backdoor entry.
Yes, it does. I just read that section. Next will be Kai.
Kai is a street samurai who, with wings and a penchant for trying to cut things with a monowire chainsaw.
Sounds like fun to me. And we have Zen.
AKA Andriga, the jack of all trades. the jack of all trades elf, who's a sorceress, but also mainly a rigger, which is probably good since we're missing our proper rigger, as in our rigger.
And Andrew's friend, companion, whatever.
Major Kutaragi. Totally not a weeb.
And last but not least, we have
Jack is the resident face slash chameleon of the group. He likes to gather human intelligence and just be the regular talking guy.
And we have Clutch, who is not with us this week because Clutch's player is otherwise occupied, hopefully having a great time. So, the players will have to tell everybody where we were last week. And for those that are listening after the fact, remember to follow the channel so that we can hit 50 and have some fun ways for the viewers to interact with the runners. And for my runners, maybe you should watch the channel.
So we were in the process of about to piss off a dragon and die, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Ideally the former and avoid the latter.
You do have a document called The Plan.
Yes, step 1 is to replace the sub-level guards. Step 2, grab the foci. Step 3, knock out the last guard.
Note. For me, the Noodle Network is saying starting soon, so it doesn't look like the stream started for me. Has it started for other people?
I just haven't switched to the gameplay. See, it's there.
It is now. Yep. Cool. Sorry, I just want to make sure there's
No, that's good. It's good to remind me because I forget these things because I'm not watching the stream. I'm trying to run it.
Sorry to interrupt you, Kai.
Oh, you're good. I believe I was on 4, plant explosives, 5, leave, 6, detonate the sub-level, and 7, profit?
Yeah, it sounded like you were planning the demise of people.
Hopefully someone will be outside of the blast zone when they're found down there. I was a little unclear on the intention with that.
Just destroying the tables the focuses are on.
I think we're planning on trying to ruin someone's life by framing them for this.
They should have known better than to sign up with a corp.
They're not working for a corp. They're working for Ghostwalker and the FRFZ bureaucracy.
That's even worse. They're working for a worm.
So, we figured out the explosives part, if we're still planning on doing that.
How much explosives do we need to destroy a foci?
I don't think you will be able to destroy the foci. That requires disenchanting them.
Even if I just like start hacking them apart with a monofilament chainsaw?
Again, there's not really rules to the game for that. When I asked, I was told they need to be disenchanted. So they're probably similar to magic items in other games that are invincible until otherwise stated.
Okay.
Which would explain kind of why there are 309 of them in a warehouse, because it's just a lot of effort to get rid of them.
To actually destroy them.
So
What if we
does that
steal a ton of them and just dump them in a river somewhere?
I feel like they could still be found through a sensing, and how are we getting all of them out?
No, I mean like we grab the ones we want, then grab a bunch of them that we don't want. Then we put the ones we don't want somewhere where they will be very quickly found by whoever, and then they just assume that the other people managed to grab them before, or grab the ones that we actually wanted before they could get there.
Maybe?
You know, the old red herring.
It sounds like you have unanimous consent.
I'm still. If we really are just going to ruin this guy's life, I feel like as long as we make him a scapegoat, that might be enough.
Ooh, we could steal a couple of foci, stick them in his house, and then put receipts for selling the ones that we took.
Truly, truly damning the innocent. I love us.
So, Kenny, where does this guy live?
So I was only able to get the roster from there, correct?
Yes. It was basically the work schedule for the next couple days.
So I have like names, maybe some form of employee ID, but that's about it.
And the hours that they're supposed to be there, yeah.
Well, but they probably are checking sins, so we could probably find their sin on the museum entrance.
On the museum entrance, you say?
Well, yeah, because the guards have to go through the museum to get there, don't they?
Well, yeah, because it's in the museum compound, but I don't understand why the entrance would have the sin.
Because don't they have to walk past a scanner?
There weren't any scanners at the museum.
Oh, well, never mind then.
Oh, there weren't? Well, that's.
The museum is an innocent train museum. Why would they have scanners for something like that?
But did we notice any form of scanners at the entrance in the back? Sin scanners, bad scanners.
No, it's nothing you picked up on. You weren't particularly looking for it, though.
I
There
mean, if
wasn't
they don't
anything
even
that
have
stood out.
if they don't even have scanners, we might be able to just like quickly knock out the guards up at the top and then ride the elevator down.
I
Oh
believe
no.
I told you the elevator was a bioscanner.
I also
Or
just
did I?
remembered there are spirits watching the place.
Yes, there were a fair number of Watcher spirits.
And if things go sideways in here, we probably are going to have maybe one round before the alarm gets set off, and then we only have a very short period of time before we have. It's not night air that works here, right? It's
No, it's
whatever the local.
yeah, it's a local company.
We should probably have our technomancer make sure that alarm doesn't get sent.
We could also jam the area, you know, since it's unlikely to be a physical line.
We already worked out that it was wireless and probably going to be very hard to jam. At least that's what
Yes.
Chus was alluding to.
No,
last
there
week.
was a wired connection that wasn't like readily available. Was the thing.
Well, if there's a wired connection, if we manage to sneak in, we might be able to cut it.
Again, it was one of those things that's like buried within the infrastructure.
Yes.
Uh,
So I think the best way to avoid the alarm getting set off is to make sure no one pushes the button.
Yep. So
You sweet summer child thinking there's a physical button.
Let's
Well-
grab those 4 uniforms.
It's starting to become apparent by the resistance of the GM and all the extra measures that just keep popping up that the alarm is going to happen. So we should just accept it and,
No, the
get along
apparent,
with the story that is in motion.
the apparent is you're hyper focusing on something that's potentially not an issue.
So, are we going to kidnap a bunch of guards, disguise ourselves as them, and sneak down, or are we just going to roll up on them and shoot the place up?
Like literally, Jack is at this point. He's just like, I'm just gonna go down there, and his plan is to go down there, cast the Trid Phantasm, and go down the elevator.
Okay.
I mean, let's keep it simple.
I will have Kai get in their armor and then grab a rifle and follow you down.
Who needs to plan it? Let's just go in guns blazing. Pink Mohawk, right?
Well, no, we want to sneak in and take the elevator down.
Yeah, my armor has RACS.
Well, Andriga doesn't have an ability to sneak in, so I guess you'll wait outside with Major.
No, he was casting the Trid Phantasm, which basically duplicates the terrain that's in effect. So as we walk through it, the guards won't see us.
And how wide of an area are you casting that? Because I believe by normal AOE is only like a couple meters, right?
You know, it's manageable.
So are you guys going through the elevator or through the entrance that you have a key to?
The entrance we have a key to, I guess.
I would suggest if we're just going to sneak in that we use the little hatch there, not the elevator. That seems more logical to me.
I would agree with Kenny.
To the hatch.
Yes, and you guys should be able to hack a bioscanner between our rigger, and our technomancer, right?
If not, I can always hack it.
Without the guards hearing us.
Ah, dang.
Different definition of hack.
It's more of a literal interpretation.
Yes,
Actually,
I
that
do.
probably has an electric motor on that chainsaw, so it might not be that loud.
Once it starts cutting things, it probably is.
Yeah, a little bit of screeching sounds probably.
Oh no, it's somebody obviously being murdered. We could ignore that. That's obviously not a monofilament chainsaw cutting through metal.
Gangers must be active today.
Now, if we could bribe like 100 gangers to just circle the museum with a bunch of choppers, then maybe.
Right, so how do we get to the place that we see on the screen? Do we have to go through the museum entrance?
Yeah, this is kind of like in the middle of the museum, like between some of the barns.
Oh, so this is like an outdoor museum?
Yeah, it's a train museum. They have train cars in open air barns,
Gotcha.
like pole barn type thing for most of them. That's why you don't have to deal with the homeless, because it's not a very comfortable situation. Except, as pointed out last session, the cabooses might be locked up. But yeah, it's just an open area thing. And this happens to be just a shipping container-sized outbuilding on a concrete pad, with the red square being a hatch with a padlock on it, and then the red rectangle there being the door, and the light blue being an elevator.
So we'll just go in through the hatch, and then the Trid Phantasm can make it look like it's closed when we've clearly already gone through it.
However, there was the question of how are you going to... is it just going to cancel when you close the hatch?
Yes.
Because you lost sight of the area, it's done?
Well, so that's the thing. After you cast a spell, you don't actually have to retain line of sight.
That is true.
So we could go down, close the hatch, and then release it from there. This is really our 7th mission.
This is the 7th mission in the book. It's episode God knows how many. I should probably number them.
It's the 10th episode. Yeah.
So that the AI in the future that analyzed them to figure out what the hell was wrong with people in our time can know what order to watch them in. And still be misinformed and confused.
Let's be real. It could watch them in the right order and it'll still be confused because humans are just that confusing.
Yep.
And it'll thank itself for getting rid of us humans because we're obviously confusing it.
Skynet is definitely right, or will be.
Let's be real. Any AI that wants to take over the Earth could probably just trick humanity into going into space.
Like Wally, right?
Yeah, exactly. Except, it'd probably just stay on Earth rather than going with the humans to make sure they never come back.
Like Wally.
I had summoned up a mess of spirits last time, didn't I? Or was that from a prior game? Because I got a bunch of them on my sheet here.
I don't think you summoned a mess of spirits. I think you casted a bunch of spells to help me put some security tracers on guards.
Yeah, you had done that.
All right, so I'm at 0 favors with all these spirits.
I think that might just be your average loadout.
Get up, brush your teeth, summon an air spirit.
I mean, you gotta dry your hair out somehow, right?
It's true. It's true.
Not like there's astral reputation that makes them not like you as much if you abuse them by making them do stupid menial tasks, like blow dry your hair.
I am gonna summon some spirits. Do you want me to just clicky buttons and keep track?
Yeah, I want to roll dice.
Okay.
You just have to let me know when you're doing it. Say again?
Would burning incense be like giving an air spirit a candy bar?
Air spirits, aren't they allergic to particulates?
I thought they were allergic to inhalant toxins specifically.
That's probably true. Wow, that one really did not want to be summoned, didn't it?
What do you mean?
2 hits, I was being sarcastic.
Oh, okay. So I got 6 on that one. And he's wandering around, like, he goes out on the balcony of the safe house and finds the.
So are you using the element that they come from to make it easier?
I'm using spirit doorways, yes.
Yes.
Or at least thematically. And he'll go down to, the water reclamation unit, and what was that? I don't even know what that is.
So you're summoning a sewer spirit?
No, a water spirit.
It's a poo-poo spirit.
No, water reclamation is gray water.
Yeah.
I mean, Chuz, you know all about this stuff. Come on, man.
I do not, actually. I don't use the gray water system.
Oh, okay. But you know what it is.
Yeah, because of gardening.
Oof, only 3.
Oof, only 3.
Let's get my task spirit up, because Clutch isn't with us, so we're gonna need someone to drive, right? Can anybody pilot?
I would
Yeah, you can. She's just got
Oh wait, I forgot. Yeah, we have another rigger.
You have a rig decker.
I mean, Andriger is pretty much as good at shooting as Clutch is. She's just not as good at driving.
I've got a dice pool of 8 for driving. I don't know if that's better or worse than you.
I've got a default dice pool without boosts of 9. So.
Well, the important thing to make note of is that handling number. That's what you have to exceed or meet to pass a driving test. And if you have an RCC, that helps immensely.
Yeah. Which is why the Jeep Trailblazer for just about every rigger is like the best Shadowrun team vehicle. It's fast, and it has a handling of 2 on-road and 3 off-road. Which, if you have a vehicle control rig of 3, it's pretty much you never lose control.
Yeah.
Well, unless you're doing tricky things.
I feel like the best street samurai vehicle is the Honda what is it?
Yeah, the Nodachi.
Yeah, the Nodachi. It's if you put gecko tips on it, it seems like a pretty powerful vehicle.
All right. He's the task spirit is he's gonna have it be engineering. Engineering is what's used for lock picking, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'll have it be engineering based. And they are gonna stay outside, obviously.
So I've seen a water and I've seen a task and an air.
Yeah, the air was first. The water I didn't get any successes on, so just the air and the task is.
Did you want to try another water?
Sure.
You got this, Jack.
Yeah, remember there was a rating million ward.
Yeah, don't we have somebody with an auto pick?
Rating 9 ward.
Yes, I have an auto picker, but that just gives you help. It's not like the sequencer where it does it for you.
But the rating 9 ward was we can get to this area here without going through the rating 9 ward, right? I thought that was underground.
The ward is on the elevator.
Yeah, that's fine. He's not bringing the spirits with him.
Well, if the ward's on the elevator, have we figured out if there's a ward on the shaft?
I think the elevator is the shaft.
No.
I'm talking about the hatch
That's
over here.
the red thing is the hatch that you have the key for. It's just a maintenance tunnel. The blue over here is the elevator.
Oh,
I was emphasizing that last session. I was like, why are you not picking up on this?
because I thought this was an elevator. I thought that was just another part of the box.
No, that is the elevator in the building. That hatch is just like it's like an access hatch on the concrete pad just outside the door. They can see it unless they can't, and it's a hatch, and you don't know what's beneath it, but you would assume that there's probably a ladder or something.
Is everybody ready? Let's do this.
What could possibly go wrong?
I'm glad you guys know what's going on because after the recent discussion, I have no idea what you're planning.
Me
We're
neither.
gonna go
not-
down. We're gonna steal some focuses. We're gonna clean up after ourselves, and we're gonna leave. Very simple.
Apparently, we're gonna take on whoever's down there. You know, one-on-one fight. We're gonna do it the way you want, Chuz. Nice and simple, like.
Yeah, that never happens.
So I used the majority of my sprites last session. I feel like maybe at least having another crack sprite in case I have to do some hacking would be helpful.
Very good idea.
That is excellent. Because I just forgot we don't use. We're not using the temporary edge on tempo edge on this, are we?
The team edge?
Temp edge, like attribute mastery stuff, actually has to be used on the roll.
Oh no, attribute mastery stuff I was allowing to be permanent.
Okay.
I mean, you can only have up to 7 edge anyway.
Yeah.
As long as you're not abusing it, going, oh yeah, I'm gonna matrix search who won Jeopardy this day 20 years ago. Dumb stuff like that. Then just don't edge abuse. That's all.
Well, so I will say I really enjoy knowing that because every session up until now, I blow all my edge on the first scene.
Well, that's because you're a face.
Yeah, with the face, and then I have no edge for the rest of the entire mission, and I'm like, I'm dying. I have 20 dice for a drain test, and I only get 2 successes, and I have to accept it.
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
So,
Should see how
are you registering that sprite?
No, because I feel like we've.
Keep in mind you can only have one unregistered sprite.
Oh right, you're right.
You're not a mage,
That's right. Screw it. Let's go.
but you can compile a sprite in one action.
Actually, they are awakened.
No, they're resonant.
Yeah, technos can't astrally perceive or astrally project. So.
Yeah, there's absolutely no crossover between technos and magic.
Oh no, there's none at all.
They may seem like they're magical, but they're just very adept at technology.
I see what you did there.
Pseudo magic of some weird electronic nature.
It's like the wizards from D&D who make proto gunpowder, throw it at someone's face, ignite it, and then yell fireball.
Sure, we'll go with that. So tell me what you are doing. I only see 2 people on the map. How many people are coming in? And how many people are just going to sit outside the entire mission and do nothing? We have somebody like that almost every session.
Didn't realize I needed to pull my character out. Hold up.
So are we planning on... We're just going down, and then when we get down there, are we going to try and do another phantasm down there so that we don't have... But
No,
that
no.
also
We'll
might be
just
in the
there's
work.
we know there's a limited number of guards down below, right?
Yeah, you know that there were, if I'm not mistaken, 4 guards and 1 librarian.
But
Okay.
we can plan around the other person because that other person is not there all day, right?
Correct. They had very specific hours, whereas the guards rotate in and out. There's always a stable of guards, top and bottom.
So I assume we're doing this... Well, it has to be while the museum's open, or look, we'll have a harder time getting in, but I don't know.
We
If
could sneak in
possible.
tonight.
Chose,
Yeah, we
I
should.
can't pull my token out of the notebook.
Who is that? Kai?
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm not sure why. That's weird. So does this mean, since I added new functionality to the sheet, that I need to make sure that you do random weird rolls that require it just to showcase it?
Absolutely.
No, because I hate those.
I would like you to roll body and initiative. Wait, what?
That just drives me absolutely bonkers. If I want to roll body, I want to roll body.
Well, actually, the person that requested it, their GM requests, they ask for reaction and intuition instead of defense, just because they're used to asking for it that way.
But that's just a defense.
Right, but when you're the player and they ask you for those 2 things and you're thinking about other things, it's easier to just be able to do it rather than some people just don't make that instant translation.
Was it somebody in one of Tom's games testing? Because he
Maybe
does that.
it was somebody from Rem Alternus.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, it was a
people.
legitimate request. I had already done it for other roles, so I just did it. And also watching their stream from last week, I can't remember which one. One of the players discovered. I think it might have been Ava actually discovered a bug with defense not counting wounds, and I fixed that too.
Yeah, I remember we pointed that out. We had noticed that a while back.
Yeah, it said -2 wounds, but it wasn't taking them out of the dice pool. It may have been something that got fixed and then reverted, or I took them out because I had bad information. I don't know. But it also wasn't counting wounds for direct magic and indirect magic defense, and now it does. So, surprise!
Yeah, she probably noticed it when Hanako was at 7 physical boxes full out of 9.
I don't know. I was listening to it while working on other things. But she's like, this doesn't work. I said, wait, what? I hear
see
that
that
when
a
I'm
lot.
listening to a stream. I go, wait, I got to pay attention. I actually rewound so I could see what was going on.
And it's driving me crazy because I'm not watching the stream. I'm watching the YouTube. So like they've already said this doesn't work, and I'm like, but this is how you are supposed to do it because it does work.
Well, that's the thing is, it's a very complicated sheet to try and represent a very complicated game, so people just have to get used to doing it, and people are going to learn to do it different ways.
Yeah, they're gonna discover when they log in on Wednesday that I've gone through and like revamped all of their characters
Oh no,
to fix things that just weren't right.
don't be that guy.
Sorry.
Something that you can suggest, because I made a note of it on the on their. We're digressing pretty bad, but I made a note on their Discord they do not have the flag for the edge rolls turned on, so they don't see the plus, minus, and plus 4s. And I feel like I added that because I feel like it helps expedite those rolls. There's a flag in the options. I'll actually show it on the stream as I'm doing it. I'll look at Andrigger here. On the options tab, which is a little cog, you will see enable edge rerolls. And you check that box, and all of a sudden, on rolls like Kenny's most recent resist fade, you'll see the plus, the 4, plus 4s, and minus. And like if he hit plus 4s, it prompts you for how many 4s. And if you hover over, you see he had 2 4s. So you could pick 2, and he could spend 4 edge to get 2 hits. Or you could do reroll misses, and he had 8 misses, which obviously you can't reroll 8 because you only have 7 edge max. But he could do
Unless
that.
you use 4 edge and just reroll all misses.
Yeah, that too. But yeah, that
Hey,
just makes it faster.
Why don't, when you click the plus 4s, it just tell you how many 4s you had?
It does. If you click
Oh,
it,
okay.
it says how many, and the default number is how many 4s.
Oh, okay.
But I know a lot of players still hover over the dice because they don't trust things, and I don't blame them. So that just, it matches.
I have to AFK a sec. My wife is calling me.
What? Okay, guys, time to desert Jack.
He prefers his wife to his friends.
I know, how dare.
Hasn't he ever heard bros before hoes?
Oh, you're asking for trouble.
Oh boy.
That was not me. I do not condone such things. My wife is in the other room and will kill me if I do.
I'm back.
Yes,
Oh,
I'm trying to get all of you in trouble.
Yes. Unsuccessfully, because my wife just ignores me when I'm playing my stupid little games. So, what are you guys doing? I see you on a map. I'm assuming you're going into this museum at some point in time.
Apparently we're
Sneaky
hiding to
sneak.
get in the hatch. That's right. Apparently we can hide in the hatch without you having to worry. Just let us through now. Just okay.
So, are you going into the museum during the day, in the evening?
We'll go in near the end of business.
Yeah, whenever the librarian is not going to be there. So hopefully when it's still open though.
Yeah, we'll say she probably leaves about the time the museum closes.
I kind of want to meet the librarian.
We can kidnap her as she's leaving, I guess, if you really want.
Like, the librarian might have some, really good information that we could use to solve this mystery that all these missions have been pointing towards.
I mean, do you want to kidnap the librarian?
I didn't say that. It's strange that you immediately went to kidnapping someone. I just, I don't want to meet the person.
I mean, look, we
We know
could
how you
make that
think.
happen.
Yeah, no, it's okay. We'll just go in after.
I guess we go in and we try and hang around till after we've seen the librarian go, and when they're trying to tell us to go, we will suddenly disappear because we are the terrain, right?
Yeah, it's just gonna be this weird, it's just gonna look like it is currently.
So you notice that it's about when the librarian leaves, it's about 5 minutes before closing, and the normal employees seem to be looking around as if they're looking for somebody.
I don't know how to interpret that.
Maybe it's a red herring. Who knows?
Okay.
What? The DM's warning us.
I don't think so. So let me look at my spell here.
One of the guards starts looking around. Think about this. 4 people have entered this museum, and 4 people have not left.
Oh no, I snuck into the museum.
Yes, you
Jack-
did.
Yeah, Jack made himself look like someone else as he went in.
Okay,
So
but there's
they're
still
looking for
there's still
someone else.
there's still bodies in the museum that aren't outside.
Yeah, that keeping a total tally of bodies in, bodies out. It didn't match this time.
Yeah, there's somebody with a clicker at the door. Gate.
Well, I mean, obviously it's a highly paid position. I'm sure that their percentage of correctness is very high.
Okay, so what's happening?
Jack's gonna cast the Trid Phantasm.
And you're just making it look like status quo.
Yes.
And who is opening the lock in the door?
I guess Kai.
You sound so confident.
I don't want to step on anyone's toes.
But you're willing to cut their arms off with a chainsaw. Okay.
I never said that. Kidnap them, sure.
I'm gonna double check the Trid Phantasm.
Does that have an audio component?
Yes.
Hey, I have a question.
So it says image into the area effect along with accompanying sounds and smells.
Nice. What is your question?
Oh wait, that might have just answered it. So you create the sounds as well, and we don't have to worry so much about being super sneaky.
I disagree. It makes it sound real, but if you're loud, they're going to hear footsteps because it doesn't obscure sound; it creates sound.
Yeah.
But it creates the anti-sound, right? That's how noise-canceling headsets work, and you can do that instantaneously for everywhere in the building, right?
Yeah, no.
I don't think Jack is up to date on his subscription to Bose's proprietary noise canceling technology.
Which is probably owned by As Technology because they have all the cool shit.
You know, I would argue that it would, but that's just because it says it along with accompanying sounds and smells, and that which would include sounds and lack of.
Right. It makes it real, however you want it to be. But if somebody walks through making noise, that you're not canceling that. So you're still going to have to be sneaky.
I would say if you're inside the Trid Phantasm, it definitely would, because that's what I mean. Silence is another spell which does similar.
No, okay, so you would have to cast Silence and then cast Trid Phantasm over it, which would really bring up a lot of questions.
I feel like I gotta agree with Chuz on this one because like if you were to use Trid Phantasm to make us look like a dragon and then Kai were to start blasting people with a rocket launcher, the dragon wouldn't obscure the noise from the rocket launcher.
Now, come on, one spell should surely be able to solve every single problem there is. Come on.
Yes, I completely agree. This just isn't it.
All right.
No, but all it's doing it's creating the illusion, so that's good. You may or may not have to roll checks to like not make a lot of noise. That's all.
Well, that's actually where Kenny was going. So these guards have comlinks, right?
One would assume. If you matrix perceive, you don't even have to roll. You can detect that there's devices.
Okay. And...
Actually, yeah, you do have to roll because running silent and all that.
Okay, I guess I
Do you
will
want me to help you?
matrixly perceive.
Can I teamwork your matrix perception?
I wouldn't say no.
I mean, if you're doing it on the fly, if Kenny's thinking, I should do matrix perception, there's no way that Andriger's going to know that's going to happen, to teamwork it. Now, if it's part of your plan, sure.
Well, Kenny had just come up with this, the idea that, well, we're trying to sneak in, and this.
Yeah, so let's see what you easily perceive.
But I can at least perceive myself, right?
Correct.
All right, I'm casting the spell. 3 hits. I will spend Edge to reroll, which is 11.
11 what?
As usual, with smaller dice, I get
For Edge. Double checking if my mentor spirit gives me. I think my mentor spirit's only for manipulation spells, not illusion.
I'm pretty sure it was manipulation, yeah. And observers get an edge. I'm glad you put the note in there because I completely forgot about that. Because you're still learning the spell.
All right, so 7 hits on the Trid Phantasm.
You re-rolled all of your misses?
Yes, I spent 4 Edge.
Very nice.
I would say that's a pretty successful Trid Phantasm, unless they have ridiculously high observation skills.
And I will now roll drain. Hey, since you have the drain in the conjure animal creature thing, why isn't it in the spell, the basic spell template?
What was the question?
Since you have the drain, resist drain button in the conjuring spirits thing, why isn't it just right at the bottom of the spell button?
It just hasn't been put there.
Okay.
You can actually add it with notes.
Oh.
You can call an action button just like you would a macro in the roll buttons.
You'll have to show me that sometime.
If you look at the text for resist fade or spirit resist or whatever, you can click that button and then up arrow and see what it is. It should show you what you need. The big thing is you have to know the name of the roll button, which you can use the browser's element inspector to do.
Yeah, I was gonna say just up arrowing after clicking resist fate.
Yeah, that's
Might
just
not be enough.
yeah. That's giving. I think that's giving you the actual macro, not the name of it.
Yeah.
Which is funny because the spirit and sprite resist buttons, I actually have a bunch of hidden buttons built into the sheet because there's a separate button for each fade value or for each spirit and sprite level. Like I have a 2, a 4, a 6, a 8, a 10, I think up to 20. Because one day you guys might want to try and summon a rank, a level 4 sprite or 10 sprite.
What did
So-
Andrew perceive matrix-wise with her 6 successes, and what did he
You
perceive
guys
with his
both are able to perceive the comlinks. They're I'm usually fuzzy about the matrix, but I'm going to say you know that there's 4 comlinks. They are protected by a pan.
Okay. Kenny doesn't care.
What sort of rating pan, like firewall stuff?
I mean,
6
they're
successes.
comlinks. The best comlinks are going to be Firewall 1, DP3, right? Rating 6.
Oh, but aren't they in a pan? So the pan could be like a host. They could be like a rating 9 or whatever.
Well, the basement, we'll say, the facilities host is rating 8.
Alright, so they're within the host's rating, or
No,
Oh.
so they're not actually in the host pan then?
no, they're not.
Cool.
Kenny didn't really care about pans. He just needs to see it. So his plan here was to simply, if somebody has their phone playing music and blaring, it's audible for everybody in the nearby vicinity. I'm sure comlinks have the similar functionality. They're analogous to cell phones, aren't they?
I don't know. I would assume so. I would assume a speaker is a basic device that comes with all of them.
Earphones certainly do. By default, it's listed as one of the things they come with.
Yeah, so they may have earphones. They may not have a speaker. If you're like trying to make one ring really loud or something, that may or may not be a thing.
Well, is it a thing?
I don't know. Do you want it to be a thing?
I do want it to be a thing.
Tell you what, roll your edge attribute.
Alright, I'll roll my edge attribute. Yeah.
You get one hit, it's a thing.
I mean, it really feels like that in 60 years they wouldn't actually lose functionality on devices.
Well, can you imagine if every device had speakers and there were hackers making them go off all the time? It might get annoying. Yeah,
but
at
there
least
are
one of them
other-
has sound.
There are other electronic devices that over time have actually lost functionality because people have just found them to be not useful.
So yes, at least one of them has a speaker.
Not phones.
So far.
Alright, hang on one second. This is dealing with machine stuff, and I have a sprite with 3 tasks, so he's gonna help me out. Holy crap, or he could do it for me. No, he can't do it for me.
That machine sprite was like, hold my beer.
Right?
All right, the control device.
He's like, I've got this power that lets me just take over the device.
But I wanted to use a complex form so I can get drain out of it.
Oh, I see. You want to knock yourself out before you start, or earn edge.
All right.
Kenny's like those riggers that just want to be jumped into a splatter drone or a roller bomb.
See, look at that. I have 1 stun now.
See, I knew it. It's the guy on the far side of the door from you.
But with 10 hits, I'm sure we could play like there's like
Oh no, he gets to roll his resist. What was it? Willpower and firewall. You're so done.
I'm worried about this.
You've rolled twice his dice pool, but he's somehow going to defeat you.
Does the net hits make him just pass out from fright?
No, just means that there's not much he can do. He's going to be struggling to turn the sound off. What is playing through the speaker?
K-pop.
K-pop. Okay.
Very loudly. Some probably obnoxious song that, as much as they hate it, is going to get stuck in their head later.
Oh, so a K-pop earworm. That's just mean. You guys are the bad guys.
I mean, I'm sure Gangnam Style version 3 or whatever must exist, right?
Or anything from Momoland.
So you're basically making this guy's comlink make a lot of distracting noise.
Yes, exactly.
So if there's any perception, I'm going to say if any perception tests get made, then they will you guys will have an edge. Kai, you already rolled stealth. Let me get stealth from whoever else is going.
Let's see.
All right.
This is not good.
This is a teamwork thing. So if one of you really sucks, it's okay.
Wait a minute. Hang on. Wrong button.
I was going to say, how do you do stealth with intuition?
Jack
There
will
you
look
go.
over at his air
Oh
spirit
no!
That's much better.
Jack will look over at his air spirit and say, "Please, let's use a task to conceal us. Just give us a little bit of
a
extra
minute.
invisibility."
Concealment's invisibility, not sound.
Well, how is agility -1 a dice pool of 1?
Sound is air.
Because agility 2 minus 1 equals 1.
I have agility 4.
I have agility 2.
You have a dice pool of 3.
Oh, that's your critical glitch. I'm sorry. I thought that was mine because it popped up right when I rolled. I was like,
one on my one and only dice, so it's a critical glitch.
So would you like to use an edge that you got on the test to be perceived?
Oh, okay, yep. I would like to re-roll that if I can. It's one.
Yes, you may re-roll that one die.
Get a 1. Get a 1.
No, they're 1.
Okay, so you didn't get I'm gonna let you avoid the critical glitch. Basically, so Andrigger trips and falls loudly, but it was just as a particularly loud part of the chorus plays on that K-pop, and our guard over here is cursing loudly as well, so nobody seems to notice. Fortunately for you. Jack, did you ever roll?
And the wind picks up, and the noise of the wind kind of muffles the sound.
Did you roll your stealth?
Oh no, I haven't rolled
Jack?
stealth.
Yeah.
We add 4 to all of our stealth rolls from the concealment ability from the air spirit.
Well, I just needed because you had the distraction. I just needed one really good roll, which we already had, and at least one, 2 of you to have at least 1 hit. So you're good. So you're able to open the lock and open the hatch, and there's a ladder that looks like it goes down into nothingness.
Let's go down into nothingness. Jack's gonna scout ahead, astral perception, to see if there's a mana barrier down here.
There doesn't appear to be.
Kai would also like to look down the shaft using their ultrasonic sensor. just to see what's down there.
I'd like to send a gnat.
About 20 feet down the shafts, or 20 meters down the shaft, so about 10 meters from the bottom of the shaft, there appears to be a crisscross grid of monofilament wire.
Everybody stop. Don't go down there. I'm gonna have to cut that.
And
So
somehow we come back to the cutting.
If only you had a tool for that.
I have the exact tool.
I think grenades are the answer.
So
is everybody in the hole now?
So my suggestion here is that Jack stays up top and maintains the spell long enough for everybody else to get as far as we can safely in before he drops
I
the
mean,
spell.
I can sustain it as. I mean, I don't have to drop the spell.
Yeah, that was my mistake. He doesn't have to see it after he's cast it.
Okay.
So, what is
just
our
gonna get a
order?
negative 2.
What is the order? Put your guys from bottom up. The order they're going down the ladder. Only one of you can climb the ladder at a given height. It's not wide enough for two of you to go shoulder to shoulder. So, is Kai going first?
I would like to go first if no one else is against that.
That's fine with Jack.
And then who's after Kai?
Well, if there are no takers, Kenny will go after Kai. He wanted to be second or third.
Okay, and then what? Andrigger and then Jack?
Well, Major will have to go along as well, so I guess she can go last or first, whatever.
All right, well, put your two in the order, and then Jack will be last. Okay, so you're last.
Next.
Jack doesn't want to be at the end. Surround yourself with meat shields. I get it.
Well, it's always the guy in the middle that gets attacked.
That's a man in the middle attack. That's different.
Yeah, no. You want to attack the person in the front and the person in the back, so that way it's harder for people to get out of the kill box.
So you've got some sort of a grid. I assume you close the hatch back up.
Yes. We closed the hatchback.
Okay. I'm just waiting.
I will start cutting the mono wires with my chainsaw.
You're using the chainsaw to cut wires.
As far as I'm concerned, the only way to beat a mono wire is with more mono wire.
No, I'm pretty sure wire cutters would cut it.
Maybe, perhaps just cut like one side of the wall where the monowire goes in.
I mean, if I had some nipplers, I would use those, but I don't.
Before he cuts in, before they cut into it, can Andrew go have a look and see if this is like going to trigger a trap or something?
Go for it.
It's going to be difficult with 3 people ahead of you on the ladder.
Kenny, can you see anything watching it, Matrix-wise?
Don't know. Let me check. But I mean, I think Andrigger would also be capable of matrixly perceiving stuff. It's just actual perception.
I love how that's become a word in our vernacular, matrixly.
Well, yeah.
If there's astrally, why isn't there a matrixly, right?
Exactly, it's logical. Do you want me to do a matrix perception and engineering test or anything like that if I, squeeze past the people in front of me?
You can if you want. I would say you could probably do something. If you're doing matrix, you could do that anywhere because the meat's not going to be in the way of that. If you're trying to do something like to perceive it, then you would either have to borrow someone's eyes, and I would probably penalize your dice roll for that. I'm assuming you guys are sharing your comms and all. Yeah, so between the two of you, both got 6 hits. This seems to be dead wire. It's probably a fair guess that it's like to keep pests out.
Alright, does it look like there's any mechanical connection to like a trigger of some form of gas or other sort of trap?
No, it just looks like something where if a critter fell, it would get diced as it fell through. I like your icon there. And as you're closer, Kai, give me a perception. You can roll either engineering or perception.
I'm gonna go perception then, because I don't have engineering.
Oh, wow, you should have gone engineering. That's where the fun is. You do realize that there's a way to disconnect it without chopping away at it.
Okay, I will do that.
With a heavy sigh.
Right. So you
You
got
know-
another 10 meters. It's 30 meters below the surface.
Okay.
Is the bottom of the shaft.
What's at the bottom of the shaft?
A small room. I'm going to say
Anything-
it's 4 meters by 4 meters.
Anything like important in this room?
It looks like a mechanical room, like maybe some aircon stuff and such. It's
Okay.
without engineering, you wouldn't have any idea the specific uses for it.
I have engineering. Can I have a specific idea?
If you would like to roll your engineering,
Last logic, I assume.
yeah, the standard roll.
Give yourself an edge.
Ooh, we have a follower. Thank you. You guys are closer to the next reward. 7 hits. You're cheating. Yeah, you're pretty sure this is aircon. There's it's mostly air circulation, and air conditioning. Nothing else of much import.
And Kenny, you hadn't taken any fade, right?
Yeah, I've got one stun. I'm fine.
Oh, well, I mean, I can take care of that.
If you want.
Jack will kind of like gently massage Kenny's. No, he'll touch Kenny and cast heal.
One might even say in a positive way.
We hope. Will 8 dice make you full?
Yes.
Just don't give him that bad touch.
Actually, that was -2 because I'm sustaining a 3rd spell. So sorry about that.
You only gave him 6 times what he needed.
Yes. Only 6 times what I needed, not 8 times.
Oh, yeah, Baron is kind of quiet. I'll turn him up a little bit.
So that's gonna be a reason to spend edge. I will spend one of the edge I just gained and another edge. Did I have any 4s? Yeah, to turn 1 4 into a 5. So I'll take 1.
It's 2
done
edge
that.
to go 4 to 5, isn't it?
Yeah, but I with attribute master I generate 1 temporary edge and then I use 1 edge.
But he's declared that they're permanent, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm using the 1 edge that I gained from this the drain, and 1 edge that I had in my pool.
Oh, to not take pain.
Yeah, I'm still taking 1, but it's only 1.
Effectively, you're spending an edge to get rid of one of Kenny's drain, which is a reasonable trade, I guess.
I gained 1, he lost 1.
And you didn't manage to gain one because you spent an edge to get rid of that gain, right?
No, I still took 1 edge, 1 drain. I was
Oh.
taking 3, I only had 1 hit. I bought 1 hit.
Fair enough.
It's really, really, I mean, 15 dice, you'd think.
It's always how it goes.
I've rolled 2 successes on 20 dice. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Trying to be a helpful guy.
So, do we like turn off the air conditioning and make them sweat it out?
Well, you guys
But
didn't bring any 7 or what's it called? That the knockout drug. the nerve agent. The knockout drug is not the 7.
We never go shopping. We probably should do that sometime.
I mean, I've got
What?
some smoke grenades, but that's about as close as I have.
There is one door in this room.
I do have engineering tools, so I could like connect it so that the coolant is actually sent out as in gaseous form into the actual cabin. I guess. I mean,
Wouldn't
it's
that be
probably not
lethal?
I don't know, getting rid of oxygen around people who need to breathe it, that couldn't possibly be lethal, right? It's as lethal as Chuz wants it to be, I guess. But I'm simply saying, with the engineering toolkit, I could potentially...
I mean, you guys don't have that much heat. Might as well earn some, right?
I mean, they probably have sensors that detect the oxygen level, and that would cause some alerts somewhere.
I doubt they have sensors that detect, whatever they're using for coolant.
And I mean, the coolant is probably going to be a hydrocarbon of some sort, right? Because modern coolants are normally hydrocarbons rather than CFCs, and I assume they haven't reintroduced CFCs. So.
Then again, it is Shadowrun. They might have.
That's true.
What's behind the door?
You don't know.
Let's listen, look, listen, and feel.
So do you want me to draw like a rough estimate?
Sure.
Okay,
No, we don't need any of that high-tech stuff.
I mean, I gave up on drawing maps, 3-4 sessions ago.
We know.
I did it because it was taking a lot of time that I need for other projects. Like
If it was-
maintaining the character sheet and doing other Roll20 Shadowrun stuff.
I'm
If it
fine
would
with Theater
be-
of the Mind myself, so I don't mind either way.
I'm fine with either, but I'll just take my laser microphone and point it under the door to see if I hear anyone moving around on the other side.
You
And
do
is
not.
there-
At the door.
Is there a wide enough gap for a gnat to get in, or is it sufficiently gnat-proof?
It's a pretty tight door. I mean, it's maintenance shaft, so.
I will. Nobody has a light source on, right?
I mean, I thought Major's eyes glowed bright red or something.
I wasn't planning on having them do that, but I mean, well,
Only when Major's being used as a killbot.
Oh, is that what it is when they're in killbot activated mode? Okay.
Yeah,
We haven't
fix
seen that
bayonets.
I would assume I need a light. Well, I mean, I can look through the Major's SMG, or I can just have the light source. Because I do have dim optics through her camera.
Kai will instruct Andrigger to turn off their light and then slowly peek open the door while trying to view the other side using their ultrasonic sensor. So that way we can see what's on the other side without, alerting anyone to our presence.
There's a hallway and another set of doors.
All right, we're good.
I'll just continue to look through Major's dim optic camera on the SMG.
I feel like at some point we might need to have that Trid Phantasm down here. But, yeah.
I mean, I can release it at any time.
So you were or were not messing with the AC?
I'm assuming nobody wanted me to mess with it, so I assume I didn't unless...
Under this door, you can see light coming under this door where you are, Kai.
Okay.
Honestly, if you think that you can create a situation where there'll be a temporary evac, we already have the location and the ID on these artifacts we want to grab. I feel like we can snatch and grab in a round or two and be out and back in the service hatch. It'll just be, well, there might be a little bit of heat up top when we get there.
Well, I can send Major in is the point, because, even if it's too hard to breathe in there, then Major doesn't need to breathe. So if we're out in the service center, well, we still have black noise due to the service tunnel, then it's a possibility. But it's up to you guys.
If we can see the light coming from under the door, then whatever gases you release on the other side are going to come in here. If we're going to do that, we're going to have to evacuate here as well, which is fine.
Well, I mean, out of character, I'm not sure what the particular gas is used in the AC of the system would be, but in reality, you know, it's probably not going to displace a lot of oxygen, but it would probably still trigger some, you know, hazard warnings, because it's basically, I assume it would smell like natural gas, since I think they mainly use a lot.
Freon, I don't think has an odor. It would probably be odorless, but you also have a smoke grenade available.
We could, yeah, I can throw it or jam a smoke grenade in it, which would probably trigger an evacuation.
Up to you guys. I mean, I'm happy to jerry rig it so that it takes the input of just the smoke grenade or whatever.
Actually,
Uh,
if there is a way that we could set off the smoke grenade in the AC or the ventilation to where it just starts pumping smoke down here without incredibly loud noises, that would be good, but I don't know if that's possible.
The other option is if that's a air conditioning or an air control, there probably are sensors on it, which means with an engineering check, you could probably trigger like a carbon monoxide detection to trigger an evacuation without actually flooding the room with carbon monoxide.
Is the Trid Phantasm still up, Jack?
Up top,
Yeah.
I guess about this time he probably would have dropped it. He's feeling the effects of it. He probably would have done better on that whole resist drain if it hadn't been for the -2.
Yeah. Just because Andrigger has knowledge science doesn't mean the GM has knowledge answer your science questions. Just so you know that.
Well, no, I just figure if there are sensors to detect carbon monoxide buildups, you could probably just trigger them
I feel like in
unofficially.
the sixth world, in any decent building, like not your slummy areas, but in a government building, there's going to be carbon monoxide and smoke detectors and probably radon, that kind of stuff. So yeah, you're probably right, and it would probably be in the aircon because that's where the return air goes.
So, like, Andrigger, do you want to just trigger that?
If Joe says I can, then sure, I'm happy to do that if the party agrees.
Yeah,
I'm
that
fine
sounds
with
good.
Do you want me to make a logic engineering roll, or is this more like a hacking roll of like something the Technomancer would be better at?
Sorry, what are you trying to do? You're a little staticky, by the way.
Wouldn't it just be
Discord
a
does that better.
control device?
What I'm trying to figure out. What are you trying to do? You're just trying to trigger an alarm.
Yeah, we're trying to trigger the carbon monoxide detector.
Just by itself. You're not sending smoke or anything.
No.
You could do that as an engineering test, yes. Yeah, that's hardware, so yeah, engineering.
So control device requires user or admin access.
Right, and this is a mechanical device.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm sure it connects to the matrix to notify that there's an alarm.
Why are we doing this?
To
Trying to
trigger an
trigger an evac.
evacuation.
I think the more likely response is they're going to look at the rest of their uh, sensors. See, this is the only one triggered, and they're just going to send someone down here to investigate.
I mean, with carbon monoxide, it's an odorless, colorless gas that is highly toxic, so they might wind up evacuating just to be safe.
Well, it's toxic over time.
No, it will drop you once it hits 12% concentration, so you literally just drop. I mean, there have been cases of people who have gone into caves and just suddenly dropped because they entered the carbon dioxide portion.
Yeah, because it
Bad air.
it's into your bloodstream and doesn't allow you to get
It's like,
oxygen
it's
in.
less than 30 seconds it'll drop you.
Yeah.
In the proper concentrations, yes.
Yes.
And so we just have to have the alarm say that it's in those concentrations in order to get
or
people
quickly
to.
approaching, yeah.
So
Yeah,
so you've set off the carbon monoxide alarm with that 3. You're able to do that. And it's not an audible alarm, but you do hear some footsteps from behind the door.
Are they?
Did anybody do anything to see behind the door?
Jack was about to.
No.
I mean, if Jack wants to stop me before I do that, I'm, you know.
The roll has been made.
Yeah, I feel like it's already been done.
It's okay. You'll only die a little bit.
Jack's
Only two people will die.
definitely shifting to astral to see if there's a barrier beyond this door.
And Andrew is definitely jumping into Major and is in a nice, comfortable corner where she's not going to be in line of sight to anyone.
So in front of Jack is something solid that he can't see through astrally. But it's not a barrier. There's a door.
Okay.
I mean, there's a door. So if there's a barrier on the other side of the door, you don't know.
Look through the keyhole.
So there's a little bit of light coming underneath the door.
Are the footsteps approaching the door?
You heard footsteps pass by, and you saw Shadow at the door, and that's about where we are now.
Okay.
Zen, can you actually astral project? Or Andrigger, can you actually
Yes,
astral project?
she can actually astrally project. I can get out of Major and astrally project and go through the door, yes.
If you want, I can also just go invisible and sneak around inside of this warehouse.
Well, I kind of wanted to look through, look through without opening the door.
Sure, I'll jump out of Major and then astrally project and see if I can stick my astral face through the door and see what's on the other side.
Jack's looking under the crack under the door in astral just to see if that mana barrier's right there.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Can you perceive astrally and physically at the same time?
No.
Okay. So what is happening? Andrigger's doing what?
I'm projecting, so I'm leaving my body and astrally projecting and seeing if I can stick my astral face through the door to see the other side.
You can, and there's a person right there. Looks like they're getting ready to open the door.
Okay, I will quickly duck back to my body, comlink everyone, and jump back into Major.
And at that point, the door opens. You guys should probably select your tokens and roll for initiative. I don't have the arrow tool selected.
So as as Andrigger's saying that, yeah, whatever.
I'm trying to get my bearings on the map here because I'm offset. So I don't know if you noticed on the map here, the blue buildings are lined up with this. This is the main room. Top. Yeah, that's up top. But so the center here, where Major is, that's the shaft. So it's the same distance to the east of the shaft, but it's a couple feet down. Anyway, I'll draw it in as you expose it. You guys have all rolled in?
Yes.
And now they have as well. Oh, great. It puts their names in the initiative order, or does it for you guys?
Not for us.
Oh, excellent. I like that. That's good. You're not supposed to know who does what.
It only has our names.
It has your names and it just has their icons, right?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, so Kai, the door is opening and you see this handsome gentleman behind it.
Very handsome.
Sir Pirate.
Well,
Yes.
would he be able to open the door if it wasn't his turn?
Well, he was opening the door. That's what triggered initiative.
Okay, so the door isn't open. It's just...
It is in the process of swinging inward towards the big room.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I think the only correct answer for this is to shoot him.
Hold your
Okay.
action until the beginning of their turn, to 15. All right.
So you have rolled 2 hits, really?
Yeah, I rolled a ton of ones.
So
Just
the door's not
all.
completely open. Did you shove the door open to get a clear shot at him?
Well, I figured he was opening the door, and Kai just waited until the door was open enough for Kai to shoot him.
So that would be he's in the process. So that would be, as Jack had suggested, you would be waiting until his initiative at 11.
Sure.
Because there are apparently there are held actions in Shadowrun. It's not something that they really tell us about in the rulebook, but it is a thing.
In that case, I will hold an action to shoot him when he opens the door, and then also activate a smoke grenade. And well, no, I don't want to disrupt your force spirit or your air spirit.
Ah, apparently the held actions are in the Six World Companion.
Jack, if I used a smoke grenade so that way they don't see you when they open the door, would that or hurt your air spirit?
I have a really cool idea. Well, I'll just say that because I don't want to like game this. But Jack has a really cool idea, and he was really sad he wasn't first in initiative.
Okay, well, I guess Kai will just wait until this guy finishes opening the door, and that will be Kai's turn.
But what I was saying was, you can drop your initiative to a specific number. You stay at that number, but like if Kai, Andrigger, and Andrigger just both drop their initiative to 17, they would still be before the bad guys, but allow Jack to do something.
That works for me.
Yeah, it's fine with me too.
So you'll hear Jack sub-vocalize, "Hey, I got this." And on his turn, he will drop the Trid Phantasm above and recast Trid Phantasm in this hallway to make it look like a blank hallway, and just kind of step back against the wall, this back to the wall.
So move where you're going to move to.
He's gonna stay where he is, but he's gonna basically
He's going to get as
flatten
small as
himself
possible.
up against the wall. He might come back a few steps, and he's just gonna sub-vocalize, "Let this guy come in here. When the door closes, we take him."
Okay.
And quietly.
Well, fortunately, my gun has a silencer.
So that's the way the door swings.
Okay.
Because sometimes that matters.
So let's see. Drop the sustain so I don't have the -2. We'll cast a new Trin's Phantasm. Since you can get Major to move out of the line of sight, I don't need to make it all that big. If Kai steps up right in front of me, I can do one Trin Phantasm and get both of us.
Oh, Kai's invisible right now.
Oh, okay. Well, then you're fine anyways. Jack will just go 2 meters.
Also, the lights came on when the door opened.
All right, excellent. So empty hallway. 6 hits.
Okay, good.
I'm really bad at drain today.
I like it.
Got one. I will buy an additional 2. And that is spending all of my edge. Well, all but 1, because I gained 1.
Okay.
So no drain. Jack casts Trid Phantasm. Hallway is clear to both biological and electronic devices, and he just kind of flattens himself against the wall.
So, Andrigger and Kai intentionally nerfed their initiative, which isn't an action, right?
No, it's not an action. They can do it on their turn.
So you basically retconned the held action. Okay.
So then it's their turn. So
Right.
turn 18.
So it is now Andrea's turn.
I guess I move Major out of the way, and she will help make sure that I'm not in the line of sight. So I'm extra around the corner and just making sure that I'm not visible down the hall, I guess, if that's what Jack tells me.
Okay.
And I guess, can you only hold one? Well, it doesn't matter, I've spent a minor action at least to move myself, so I'm just ready to shoot in case anything needs to be shot with Major.
What is Major's weapon?
A loud SMG. It's the FNP...
P93. Okay. So is that your turn?
Yep, she'll just ready to shoot if needs be.
So you're readying an action to shoot. What's the trigger?
The trigger is basically going to be if we're discovered and somebody needs to be shot, so...
That's kind of vague.
The trigger is if somebody needs to be shot. I like that.
Someone always needs to be shot, so just start firing now. No, it needs to be a little bit more specific.
You could make it if something shoots at one of your friends.
That would be more specific.
I'm jumped into her, so it just...
No.
Set the trigger if one of my team members attacks something.
So this isn't a trigger for a drone. This is a trigger for me saying you do your thing. This is game mechanic.
Yeah, if we start fighting, then she'll join the fight immediately, I guess.
Okay, so if one of your allies attacks, you will fire at that target. Because it's not Major, it's you, because you're jumped in.
Correct.
Yeah. This is the mechanic of a held action, or as Reverend said, it's called Overwatch actions in Shadowrun, which is basically a readied action in D&D. I just needed you to define the trigger, the reaction.
Yeah, the defining trigger is, if my allies start shooting, I join in.
Great, okay.
Otherwise, I'm trying to stay out of the way.
And you thought I was saying, what is your drone's orders? And that's not it, so yeah, okay.
That's okay.
Okay, Kai. Well, we haven't used this mechanic yet, so we're all learning.
Kai will move backwards, so that way the guy can come into the room, and then hold an action to shoot at whoever comes into the room when the door closes.
Okay. Kenny.
Same thing. He's got his Ingram smart gun that is suppressed. He's gonna hold that up, tuck himself back in the corner, and he's going to make sure that he's going to shoot at the anybody that his friends attacks, but he's going to make sure they get to attack first because he's not confident in the ability to hit them.
So you guys are basically going to try and alpha this guy as he walks through the door.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
And you know what? Jack forgot he had a second major action. Could he retroactively say an Overwatch action?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And it'll be the same trigger as Endrigger's.
You're going to punch the guy, or what are you going to do?
Yeah, knockout blow.
Okay.
Knockout spell.
Okay. Is that everybody? Kenny, you're good?
Yeah, but also AFK.
This guy's headed towards the elevator.
Oh, we can't see the names in the actual listing, but when it says it's now their turn, we do see their names. So.
Well, no, you see their name. You don't see the sheet's name. That's fine. Everybody's a facility guard.
Oh, okay, yeah, we see facility guard, exactly, yeah.
I do like how it has a little green outline pointing at the exec token.
Yeah, and that thing actually can be turned on to spin. To be animated, cool. But it a while back I made that default to off for everybody. This is the Initiative Tracker Plus, which is the API that I also maintain. I made that default off because I thought it was causing people's browsers to lag out. Because to animate it, it actually has to draw it and delete it and draw it and delete it, which is, a loop.
Yeah.
And I actually have a purple one that I usually use for Shadowrun, but I haven't set it up here. So I just want to make sure something real quick on my NPC. Oh, you suck. That went public, didn't it?
Did Jack see anything? Cause he's still in Astral.
Yes, we can see his roll, so.
You did or did not?
We
I
did
can
Well-
see
see
that.
his roll, yeah.
He's
Oh.
one hit on 10 die.
I need to fix that. The GM flag's not working for spells on NPCs.
Well-
Let me scribble a note real quick, sorry.
That's probably more a Roll20 issue.
No, that's absolutely me.
I mean, alarm just went off, so why are they possibly on an alarm?
Well, he's casting a spell.
I mean, it's almost like these guards are, like, paid to be alert to problems like this.
Yeah, exactly. You go, wait, something's going on.
People doing their job, really. Can you believe this world?
So that was this guy. I need to do
It's almost like they know what they're doing.
I mean, it's almost like they're professionals hired to do this for a living.
The gall of some groups and organizations.
Exactly.
Whatever happened to hiring entry-level professionals to help the job market?
I mean, they're cheaper. I mean, obviously the corporation's going to save a lot more money by hiring people who aren't good at their job, right?
This is not
Well,
a
since-
corporation. This is Shadow Walker.
More reason to cheap out on your employees. Who's gonna piss off a dragon?
Right? And this guy, can he do anything? Yes, he can. He's going to head over to here. I think that was... Yeah. He moved 89 meters. Apparently this map is not to scale. And it is now this guy's turn, and he's going to walk through the door. The door is, unfortunately for him, on the auto close mechanism. As I said, as the door opened, the lights turned on, and he steps in, and I'm thinking that's going to trigger things.
Yeah, it should trigger as soon as the door closes. That's gonna trigger Kai's attack.
So the door is closed.
I mean, while the door was open, did Jack see anything glowing on the Astral, like in this area over here?
Actually, what you saw as the door opened briefly was a bunch of tables with lots and lots of glowing things.
Okay. There's a lot of noise in the background.
Well, that is the room that you had scouted previously.
Yeah.
No, I am not going to draw, what did I tell you, like 30 tables? I'm not drawing all the tables.
Why not?
Because you don't need
But my belief can't be suspended if I don't see little rectangles for every single item.
it. Sucks to be you.
And every single individual thing carefully and painstakingly drawn.
If you can get over every NPC having the same nasal American accented voice, then you can get over that. Look, somebody's drawing the tables. By the way, that is not the entire room. The room is 30 by 30. You are seeing 19 by, what, 10?
Only drawing those tables.
Okay, good. Are you going to draw the little yellow sparkles, too? It is, you guys need to do some actions or we'll just skip ahead.
Sorry. I'm trying to make sure what
He
my
was moving through, so basically you're catching him there, but he's moving to the other door.
Yeah, I was checking to make sure that my dice modifier was in fact 1.
That's for your
Which
smart link.
Yes.
Do you have a silencer?
Yes.
You should put that in the notes so that I see it in the future.
It should be in the notes.
I don't see it here. Yeah, there you go. So you got 8 hits, so he gets to defend against that. He will do fantastic on that, I'm sure.
Why is it not populating my notes?
I don't think the notes are carried over to the core tab. I think I have it putting specific things. So he's going to defend. Oh, he did pretty well, actually. Net
Not well
3.
enough.
So net 3, so you got 7S, actually. Because Gel is stunned.
Yeah, Gel is done.
And he is going to soak all of it. Okay, one of it. All right, that was your shot.
And Jack's already rolled, so
And Jack has rolled 4 hits, amped up twice, so 6. Is that direct?
Be 9S, not 7.
What's that?
Shouldn't the damage be 9S instead of 7 since I fired burst?
How did you roll?
Using the
Were you on the
primary
arm tab
ranged
or the
weapon
form tab?
in the core tab.
And let me pull up your character sheet.
Because it says burst mode, but then it has damage of 4p on the thing, which is
Yeah, I mean
not
Yamaha
right.
Raiden.
yeah,
should
you gotta
be-
click on to. Yeah,
You didn't change something in time because I just rolled it and it gave me the 6S. And see, it changed the damage to 6S and everything.
I don't know. Oh well.
So you, just in the future, if it's the first roll of the night, make sure you change it to something else and switch it back just to kind of kick the machine, as it were. And I'm not
Yeah,
even
I
going
thought
to
I
ask
did
what a
that.
wing claw is.
It's the claw on Kai's wing.
I see. So sure, that was 6S, so 2 more, so he's still up for the moment. He's rolling direct combat, or direct magic.
Yes. Which we already know he has 9 dice. Oh, 8 dice.
And you
3 more
do...
stun.
Yeah, 3, so 3 more, so he's actually taking 5 more stun, because I gotta put those other 2. He falls down.
So,
Poor
I guess
guy.
I don't trigger then, right? Because he already went down with those 2.
I mean, theoretically, you all trigger at once, but no.
who's seen the? Oh man. So Jack's just gonna reach around him and just like be like, go to sleep, just go to sleep, and just kind of lower him to the ground.
And that is his turn. And that guy's going to do the same thing the other one did. Is this him? Yes. I might as well not try and hide it, because, you know. That's better.
No.
Just to remember, defense rating doesn't actually help against rolling to avoid being hit, right? It just affects potential edge, right?
Edge generation, yeah.
What does?
Defense rating isn't defend soak, it's just a determining edge.
Yeah, it's just your DR number. Also, what was your AR on that, Kai?
AR for that would be what, near or medium?
That would
I
be
think, or
near.
near.
It would be actually
Yeah.
close, because it was as he stepped through the door.
Okay, so close would be 3.
That's your AR? Oh yeah, because it's a Yamaha.
Yeah, it's a
And
rifle.
it's burst fire as well, that he has a -4 unless you've got.
And he had edge. He probably would have
Well,
used that.
It's -3 because it's got a
gas vent system.
The
no,
fun fact, it doesn't matter because it was a wash.
shock pads.
I'm going to. I kind of want to retroactively do this, but I don't want to poop on your parade. He had 4 edge. He should have used.
You can try or use that edge on my roll. Soak some more of
Yeah, that would have been
stun.
that would have been the attempt to actually to re-roll the. Did he miss 4 dice? Where is he? Ah, here we go. No, that's combat sense. Where is it? Facility guard had 5 hits and then 1 on soak. How many dice did he have? He had 3. So he'd have re-rolled 3. I'm just going to use Kai's dice.
Even if he had got all those hits, it still would have hit him.
He rolled 0. Well, no, he was like -2, so if he'd actually saved against 3 of those, he'd have been okay. But nope, he didn't. He's down still. Okay, so we've done this legit. I see you're drawing things. Excellent. He has done his thing. Jack.
Do we want to just wait for them to come in here one at a time?
Yeah, Jack's, so Jack is going to cast Fashion to change his armor to look similar to this guy's. I don't know. Should I go out there, guys?
I
No.
think you should.
Alright, Jack's gonna change his armor to look like the guy on the ground. And he will do the cosmetic, change his cosmetic features. And he'll grab the guys. Does the guy have a helmet or not?
No, he's got a eye patch.
Okay, so he'll take the eye patch. He's
I guess he didn't see those attacks coming. Must have caught him in his blind spot.
And
On
dropping
a scale
Trick
of 1 to
Phantasm here.
cool, what's his eye patch rate?
Eye patches are always pretty cool.
So if I take, morphing some of the plastic bags and stuff to create armor similar to what that guy is wearing, would 9 hits get me there to something, visually similar?
No, because you don't have the bulk of armor.
I have 50 plastic bags.
You're not going to imitate the bulk of the armor, though.
Okay, I'll just put.
Why don't you just take his armor? Yeah.
Because this is cooler.
Can I switch over to a gnat? Because I'm assuming I can get a gnat through the gap where there's light coming through, right?
Yes, you can. That is why I specifically said that there was light coming under the door.
Alright, so Jack's gonna make himself look like that dude.
While Jack is doing that, I'll send through a gnat. Do you want me to do some form of test to see if they notice a gnat crawling through, or...?
No, it's fine.
And Jack will tell you guys, he's like, I can just stick my head out and kind of point at this guy over here and just kind of wave him in here.
I'll share the feed on what's in there. So I assume there are 3 other guys in there?
Yeah. 3 guys, bunch of tables with foci.
Cool. Well, Jack can try and persuade one of them to come in if he wants to.
Or persuade them to leave.
Jack and Kai, give me perception audio.
Can I do that as well, thanks to my gnat, or...?
Oh, yeah, using the gnats, whatever.
So roll senses plus my perception, or...?
Yeah. That makes sense to me, using its sensors instead of your ears. Jack, you with us? We apparently scared off. We had 7 viewers at one point. Now we're down to 4 again. Scared everybody away. I think several places are doing Extra Life 24-hour streams. I know DWB is, and when we're done here, I'm gonna raid his thing. Shunt all of us over there.
There we go.
What are we rating? My internet just went down for like 30 seconds.
Oh, I was saying that we went from 7 viewers to 4, and then I pointed out that today's Extra Life weekend, not Extra Wife weekend. That's a totally different thing. And that after this stream, I was probably going to have our viewers, and being us, raid the DWB stream. Just because I want to push the button and see what happens.
The irony is, the gnat's clear sight would have been better, because that's 6 dice, plus it's 1.
That is sometimes the case with autosofts. So, Jack has not rolled perception audio for me yet. May have missed that when the internet was down.
Yeah, yes, I did. And perception, that's a good one. Right? Zero
Fantastic.
hit.
So Kai, you think you hear something, but you can't put your finger on it, coming from the other side of the door somewhere.
Okay.
But that's all you get.
Like, why was Jack listening? I don't understand.
He was close enough to
Helmet?
hear, so.
Yeah, it was proximity. Okay, so Jack, you were preparing a disguise. I'm thinking that probably would have taken both of your actions to put his armor on enough to make you look like him and
Oh yeah,
change
that's gonna
yourself
be a
over.
while.
Okay, so Andrigger, it is your turn. You were doing the gnat stuff.
Yeah, can I send in another gnat and have it with its clear sight pay attention as well? So I might jump out of the gnat and just go into
Well, I mean, you can leave the gnat. Well, the gnat, I'm assuming, was on your turn.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, because
so
we're still
I'll-
in initiative.
Yeah,
So you've got the gnat there. That's one action.
It's a minor action to switch to another drone on the same RC, so
Yeah, so-
switch back to major.
Okay.
And then just ready in action. Again, following the same rule of shoot whatever my allies shoot.
Okay. I feel like this may be a road we don't want to go down where that's all we ever do is just wait. Because that's just not cool.
We are super sneaky. This is black trench coat at its finest.
I mean,
Except, does that P93 have a silencer?
Nope, thankfully it hasn't been shot yet.
So when Andrigger sees something get attacked, the shit gets real.
Wait. Why don't you have a silencer?
Because I bought a whole bunch of other stuff for it, and I didn't buy a silencer.
Remember, until last session, Andrigger was in debt.
Jack would have bought you a silencer.
Too
I
late.
mean, a P93 it functions better without a silencer anyway.
Right.
No, not really.
Kai, it is your turn.
Kai is going to try and stealthily sneak through the door.
Actually,
Stealthily sneak through the door.
question for you guys: how many people in this channel have actually fired a suppressed submachine gun?
It's not very quiet.
I've only fired one submachine gun, and it was a grease gun, and you can't count that.
I fired a Chris, and it was suppressed, and it was literally like butter. There was no sound at all. I mean, there was sound, but it was all 9mm.
They were using subsonics, I assume,
Yeah.
to make it cool like the movies.
There you go. Chuz, what should I roll to try and slip through this door unnoticed?
I mean, if they're watching the door and the door opens, it's going to be hard to be unnoticed, yeah?
Yeah, but they won't necessarily know why it's open.
Oh, yeah, because you're using your thing and you're not moving more than what? How much distance?
I think it's like 3 meters, so I think the most I can get is to where I am right now, and then I'd have to wait until next round.
So you're saying you can, yeah, because you were back here, so 1, 2, yeah, that would be 3 meters. So are you saying you want to wait until next round and try and push through the door and hope they don't notice?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do.
I would point out the flaw in your logic. It's a auto closing door. What would cause it to open by itself?
Oh, they're definitely
In a
going to
world full of,
investigate it.
but in a world full of magic, do you think they're going to investigate, or they're just going to shoot now, ask questions later?
I mean, they can shoot now and ask questions later. I'll be gone from the door.
Okay. All right. I'm just trying to point things out that the character would know the player might not be thinking about.
Yeah, no, I'm aware that they'll, assume that something invisible is over there, but I'm hoping that if they haven't already left by that point, we have to go in there and knock them out,
Right.
and
You want to be ready.
hopefully they will be aiming or assuming that whatever came through that door is still in that general vicinity when I head like this way.
What are you linking, Andrew?
Nothing. I was just saying what the gun's got. So it's got the gas vent and it's got the thermographic camera. But
Yeah,
Okay.
you can't use a silencer with a gas vent system.
Yeah, it's one barrel mod only.
yeah. So that's probably why I didn't end up getting it. So
So are you doing anything with the rest of your actions, Kai?
I will pull a smoke grenade off of my armor and get that prepared to drop when I go through the door.
Okay. So instead of smoke, I'm gone, it's gonna be smoke. There's nothing there.
Well, they'll hopefully assume that someone opened the door, tossed a smoke grenade through, and they're waiting to obscure the door before they come through, and they won't think that someone just came through the door.
I see. Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Kenny. Who? What are you booing? What is Reverend booing?
What?
I don't know when it happened. I don't have timestamps on.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, Kenny doesn't have anything that he can really do about their comm links to shut them down very well. Yeah, I guess until we move out from the hallway, Kenny's just going to do the same thing as last turn. He's going to spend a minor action to see if he notices anything else down here. Now that he's down here and doesn't have the noise.
I mean, you know the host is here.
Right. I was on the host. Anything not connected to the host that he should be aware of.
There appears to be a camera where the elevator doors are, facing away from the elevator doors.
Oh, okay. Because, yeah, he checked on the host. I'm assuming that's not connected, so that actually could be an issue. He could do something about that. So he sees it with that?
Yeah.
Alright, so he's just going to instead use his action for editor to loop the feed. So let me roll that really quick.
And I'm going to use our poor unconscious guard.
Resist fade on that.
It's like a Disney song.
What's that?
Our poor unconscious guard. So sad. It's true.
He wouldn't be unconscious if he was more careful about entering dark hallways alone.
So, does he feel like he's able to loop the feed on that?
No.
Wait, what?
It's using the host's defense.
I see. Why didn't I see it when I was in the host then?
You were in a hurry.
Okay, that's fair. All right. Well, that's all
You
for Kenny.
can, you can always try again.
Yeah, I might have to.
Oh, look at that. I get a warning that it has +1 DR and +1 dice on surprise tests. That's a neat tool. Everyone should download it and pay the creator. Actually, I'm not the creator, so pay the maintainer. They, because they're so bundled up, you don't know if they're male or female. Or anything else.
I heard you're rolling in all that CGL money. That's fat stacks.
CGL money? For what?
I'm just trying to make Aaron laugh.
I think this guy is going to find a table and hide behind it.
What other common objects would be focuses for people?
I had given you examples.
How about a baseball mitt?
Yeah, that'd be a cool foci for somebody.
we we already know
Alright.
the top focus foci, right? We can identify them.
A 3-fingered baseball mitt.
I mean, maybe the baseball player had a horrendous accident.
That actually, you know what? That can pass as a turkey.
It could. So that focus is a stuffed turkey. I feel like that would be a beast summoning focus. I don't think there's a specific type of focus, right? All right, that's enough playing with tables. So he's hiding behind a table, and he's going to do another thing. Why did my other guy never do anything?
Oh, wait a sec. Why did you guys give the bad guys tables?
The whole room is full of tables.
I specifically was only giving us tables.
Of course you were. I need to know, are you still maintaining your spell in the hallway?
No, I dropped the Trid Phantasm to cast the Passion.
Good. He has to roll Drain. Probably should have rolled Drain before, too. Wait, willpower, willpower. You can't do that for Drain. Oh, wow, really?
I think there's actually a quality on Street Weird that lets you roll willpower for drain.
Yeah, it's Arcane X. I don't know. I've got it on one of my other characters, but it's only Charisma, Logic, or Intuition. Arcane Expertise.
So, yeah, this guy, as soon as he does his thing, he's ducked down behind a table, and he takes a little bit of unhappiness. But everybody tenses up at this point.
And I see that through the net, right?
Yep, that's what I told you.
Sweet. I will relay that information. to
They
the party.
they basically grab weapons.
I relay that to the party and say, well, probably no point in hiding anymore.
What? How do we discover? We're a total black trench coat.
It's almost like they have a mage who can cast clairvoyance.
To check on his buddy who's on the floor.
I mean, he's just sleeping.
Yes, moments after he went through the door.
Well, it was a carbon monoxide poisoning incident, to be fair, so...
But he's fine now because I'm wearing his armor.
Obviously, Goodnight Demon Slayer is playing. He just got a little sleepy from listening to the lullaby.
Oh, and it's Arcane Resilience Training 113 Street Weird.
Yeah, that's the one that lets you change your drain attribute. That guy doesn't get a turn anymore. Unless when he wants to heal him. Is that going to happen this combat?
Not likely.
Okay.
Kai would heal him if she could.
I'm sure she would.
I assume we should just divide everything by 10 when measuring, right?
Yeah, it's 10. It was for an exterior map originally. Okay, so before I make the roll, this guy is going to cast Blast.
On his buddy.
Yep, but also on Kai, and maybe Jack. I'm trying to do math.
Let me look at something.
That would be a range up of twice the amount. That might be a bit much. So yeah, he's just going to do it once and hit his buddy and Kai.
That seems like an awful risk for someone who doesn't know that there's anyone there.
Checking something really quick.
But they, oh yeah, because Kai's invisible, isn't he?
Yes. So since it did cycle the round, and Jack used he was using, his actions to put on the armor. Does he still have a major action out of the 2 he has?
I had said that I had assumed changing the armor was one and your spell to look like him was the other.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that kind of sucks, but
But Kai makes the point because I had the guy's area of effect was basically centered here for clairvoyance. So,
So
he
I
would have
asked-
seen his unconscious compadre, and he would not have seen Kai because Kai has the ruthenium. So they do not know that Kai's right behind the door. They know that the Yakuza Blade Master, which I just told you the name, he's on the floor. That's all they know at this point.
And remember, they still need a direct. Oh, I guess they can go under the door, right? Because that's a big enough gap.
For area of effect, you have to see the target, not the whole area. So was going to have him cast right at the spot here, and it would expand through.
It's an indirect spell, so there still needs to be a line of effect, not just a line of sight. So
Blast-
direct one, he just needs.
I think blast is
I'm voting
correct.
it's an
That's
indirect.
indirect, yeah.
It's the one combat spell I've got as well. So
Indirect are the
It's-
ones that have to travel
They
from
need to
you
be
to
aligned,
there.
yeah.
Okay.
yeah. But you could probably get under the door because the door is big enough, right?
well,
The
I mean,
gaps.
it would center at the door, but the door would actually shield people on the backside.
Yeah,
that
there
might
would have
be
been a barrier check there, but yeah. He's not going to do that because he doesn't know anybody's there. So yeah, he's just doing another thing. It is now Force 4 Spirit. When did he get in initiative?
I just rolled him in, and I was gonna put him immediately following me
Yeah, do that.
because on Jack's turn,
It's Jack's turn.
it skipped me. But okay, yeah. So on Jack's turn, minor action, tell the spirit to give us the movement power. Now I'm not certain on that. I assume that it would have to materialize
Yes, it does.
and then give us the movement power. Okay.
So it wouldn't happen this round because it only has one action.
So that would be the task Jack would assign to the spirit. And for major action, he will perform the counterspell action. It's an anytime action that will just basically hits on a sorcery test. Will just add dice to any resistances we have in the area. So I'm just gonna roll a heal spell, just so that because that's a sorcery test, or sorcery plus magic, I think.
And what is the purpose of the heal?
No, it's counter. It's a counter. I'm doing the counter spelling anytime action.
And where are you setting the counterspell area?
Just between Kai and Jack.
So you're covering the end of the hallway.
So 2-meter radius. Radius can be increased by 1 meter per dram of regent spent. So he'll go ahead and spend a regent so he can cover the 3 meters here at the end of the hallway.
But okay, you're saying 3-meter diameter, but it says radius,
It's a 2-meter radius.
which would give you 4 squares.
Okay, so all right, so then I don't have to spend a regent.
Exactly.
No big deal.
Unless you want to like expand into the room or whatever.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do 5 drams, and I will just start it at the doorway right there.
So
Centered
you're
on
centered
the
in
doorway.
the center of the doorway, and you're doing how many meters?
So that'd be 5. So that would be 7 meters total. So about about to there. So and it is for anyone in the range.
There. So inside the gray square.
It'd be that guy wouldn't be in it.
That's 7 meters.
But it's radius, not a square. I think is what he's saying.
It's a radius, not a square. Specifically says radius. Do you not have the burst, the radius ruler?
There should be a circle one anyway, shouldn't there?
There's a circle tool. I was just trying to simplify things, but that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want him getting. I don't want the bad guys getting this stuff. It's okay. Somewhere just inside the room that's gonna cover us.
I can't even do a 70 because I can't go off the side of the map. That blue circle is not 7-meter radius. You guys keep confusing diameter with radius.
I have a.
And then you turn around and go, and then you turn around and get pedantic with me.
No, I've got a ruler tool. Do you guys not have that?
Yeah, but it's very hard to draw the circle at that sort of radius, but that's cool. Somebody hold up the thing and then Chuz can draw the circle, and then we can complain when Chuz gets it wrong rather than when we get it wrong.
Someone draw me 14 meters, so I can just use that as a diameter.
There. That's roughly it.
Oh, you backwards and behind people.
Anyway, can we move forward?
I'm ready to start shooting
Yeah, I
guards.
may or may not be getting annoyed with the pedantic silliness.
I'm just trying to do a 7-meter, and I said it's a sorcery plus magic
Well,
test.
roll it. You still haven't rolled it.
That's it. 5 hits.
So that just gives everybody 5 extra dice, right?
Yes.
Pretty sure that's how that works.
Yeah,
Yes,
in the
that's
circle.
exactly how it works.
And then you can do amazing things with more meta magics.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to focus on that with my mage character. But I never get to play him, so that's not going to happen. Okay, so we're going to move that to the map. Okay, and what was the force? The spirit is materializing, right?
Yep, materializing on this round.
So I'm just going to make him, just give him a random thing. There, he's a wrench. That means he's materialized. And trigger.
I'm gonna get Major to start running, so she moves 5 meters this turn and is now moving at a speed of 10, so she'll do 15 next turn and or more.
Well, actually, you go your current speed plus half of the acceleration. So yeah, if you're doing 10,
Yeah,
that's
so-
yeah.
Yeah, her acceleration is only a paltry 10, so that's pretty much. I still have a major action, I think, because it's only a minor action to get the drone to move like that.
Yep.
So ready a shot if I see any bad guys.
Okay. I need to do a thing. Okay, go ahead. What are you doing, Kai?
Kai is going to move here. I believe it's a minor action to drop something that they're holding. Right?
To drop something?
Yeah.
Just drop it? I don't think that costs you anything.
Oh, okay. Well, then Kai will drop the smoke grenade that they were holding, and then use a minor action to activate it wirelessly.
Okay.
And another minor action to flip the table. Well, no, actually I won't do that. Instead I'll just shoot this guy.
All right. And he has the thing. What is his thing? Which one is he? Crap. Ah, he had the 4. Okay, so what is your AR?
Is this near or medium?
It's greater than 3 meters, right? Then it's not it's
So it should be 10.
near. Hover over the ranges on your sheet.
Nothing happened. Oh, there we go. Yeah, 4 to 50.
Yeah.
So yeah, that should be 10.
So you have 10.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a wash. No. And you rolled 3 hits. He's going to roll. His defense is not affected. Wow, really? You suck, dude.
Ouch.
9 dice. Nothing but 4s. So 9 stun.
Or does he want to spend edge to pump one of those 4s up, mate?
Actually, he's gonna re-roll. Have you re-roll 5 hits. 3 hits. You can't re-roll more than you have.
It's
Yes, he's gonna have you.
Say.
He's gonna have you re-roll 5 hits.
Okay.
Nice.
Well,
Re-rolled 3 hits.
re-roll 3 hits. Okay.
Because if you don't get any of those, then you can't hit.
But
No,
doesn't
but I
Ty
could
go
then
to-
spend. I could spend edge too.
You very well could. You've got 1 hit, so you still beat him. But 7S instead of whatever.
Yeah, I'll keep that.
All right. He is not happy. Don't you have? Do you have another major?
No, I
Okay.
used minor to activate
The grenade.
smoke grenade, and
And
I
where's
think
the smoke grenade?
here.
Draw like an X or something in your color. The green circles, by the way, and green arrows that I put on the map, those indicate where the foci that you had marked as the ones you wanted are located. The arrows just mean they're off the map. So, are you done, Kai?
Yeah, that's my turn. Sorry.
Ken.
Alright. So, at this point, crap's hitting the fan. Kenny's just going to drop and go into Hot Sim. So I'm going to re-roll that, and then I'm going to screw up the initiative order. 14 is the one after me.
Don't change your initiative until later. Don't select your token for it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, after it's not your turn, then you can change it, and it should not screw things up too bad. Yeah, so
Gotcha.
after you're done, then change it.
Well, that doesn't help much, but I get more actions. Anyways, so same thing. I know we've gone hot, but I still don't want our faces on the camera, so looping the feed seems like a good idea, and maybe it'll confuse somebody. He's going to use a minor to tell that Force 4 to help him out. Give me 1 second to try and track that Force 4 down. Oh, I already have it open. Right. Apologies, I should have already had this set up.
It's all right.
The 5 hits, okay. And then he's going to do the same thing, try to loop the camera feed using editor.
So take your edit file with 5 dice if you have 5 skill.
Yeah.
6 hits. I'm just using this guy. Would you like to use any edge?
I only have one.
Oh, not enough. Did you see what I named the roll?
Cute.
Very appropriate.
Alright. So he still has a couple minors left. What was I doing there? Well, crap.
Don't you have analytical mind?
Yeah, but it's not a logic roll.
Oh, it's not. No, because it's a resonance test.
Yes, that
But
does kind of screw with things.
resisting fade is.
Oh, resisting fate is?
Willpower plus logic.
Logic. Every fade roll nets
Gotcha.
you an edge.
So you would have gotten 1 before, so that would be 2 at this point.
Yes, please reroll 2.
Just 2, not 3,
Yeah, reroll 3. Yes.
because you said you had 1 edge. So
Crossing fingers. Hey,
so he went from 8 to 5 to 6.
that goes to the attacker.
You can edit. Does edit file say anything about that?
I don't think so.
I mean, tie would go to the attacker, I believe.
I'm just, if it's one of those things that you have to get certain number of hits to do certain things.
Defenders, blah blah blah. It doesn't say anything about hits. It just says allows you to create, change, copy, delete, or protect any kind of file.
I believe in somewhere I read that higher hits give you more, but yeah, you can loop it.
Okay, I just wanna.
You're not trying to prevent anybody from knowing you're here at this point. You're just trying to prevent evidence of who was here.
Exactly. And maybe they'll get a little confused about what's going on down there. It looks fine. Lost whatever minors I might have had planned. I don't think I really can do much at this point, so that's it.
All right. You hear? Whoops. Did you change your initiative?
I did not. Maybe we both clicked it?
I think, yeah, I clicked it because nobody's been using it, so yeah, that's what it was. It's fine. You hear the girl from Ipanema. Oh, now it's gone and skipped 2 people.
I waited till after I clicked it.
Yeah, it's fine. You hear the girl from Ipanema and a ding. And this guy, whose turn it actually is, I'm going to move it to his turn. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. There you go. His turn. You moved 3 meters, right, Kai?
Yes.
And you threw a grenade right there.
Well, they dropped a grenade in it.
I dropped it as I was walking.
Yeah. That's what I mean when you threw it. So he thinks there's somebody at the door now. So he's going to cast Blast at this point right at the door. 2 meter radius. He's going to upsize it just in case so that it will catch. You're centered on a box. He's throwing it right here at the intersection here. 1, 2, 3. It's going to catch Jack, his friend who's already down, and Kai. Probably have 0 hits because, you know. Increase area by 2. Oh yeah, 5 hits. So you guys get to resist indirect combat.
And the dispel gives us how many extra dice?
5.
5.
Nice. Can I spend edge to make him reroll hits?
Against you, yes. Oof. They really need these NPCs to have better attributes if they're going to give them 5 or high drain spells. So, what were you trying to have him do?
I want him to reroll 4 hits.
4 hits, and he doesn't have a button. I'm just
That's
going to use your
what,
button.
4 edge?
That would be 4 edge, yeah. He got 1 of them. So he went from 1 to 2.
Is that drain calculating right? I thought blast was more than 5, especially if you amped it up.
Drain by default, I believe, is 4 as a base, and then each app raises it, so it should be 5. I'll double check
Oh,
mine.
yep, yeah, that is it.
So he successfully damaged himself. Good job, Mook.
So is there like a smoke grenade going off in our area?
Yes, right where that purple
Right
X
outside
is.
the door.
Okay, and this guy. Comes out of the elevator door, hop, 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 and jumps over behind a table here.
That is the fastest elevator I've ever seen. It's been 6 seconds since the
been-
Yakuza guy opened the door.
It's been coming for a while, yes. Since dude went down.
It's been less than 6 seconds since dude went down.
It's going down a floor around. Just hush.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you kill them one at a time.
Shift break, right?
I would like to be done with this by 11, 12 o'clock. Yeah, he's got nothing right now. So yeah, he's gonna jump behind a table, flip the table up to give himself let's say cover 2. I believe cover's just a bonus to defense dice, right?
I think so.
Good, we'll go with that. And that is his turn, and the next guy is going to come running out of the elevator, same type of thing. They know something's happening, they don't know what. And they see home dude hiding behind a table looking towards you guys, so yeah. So he's going to do the same thing. I'll give him cover in a second. And just to make it easy, I'm going to move the other 2 that you already know exist to this layer. Why is this not working? All right, he's same thing. We're gonna go over to here. That guy's moving to there, flipping a table. I'm gonna give everybody the same cover at once. There we go. Okay. This guy is going to cast a spell, I think. Because he can do that. Wait, he got shot, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. And that is his turn. This one's going to come over here and cast a spell because he sees his buddy in danger of passing out. Oh, he can't heal that. Oh well. Sucks to be you, buddy. Flips a table, etc. Ken.
Oh crap. Well, I'm regretting actually dropping into this because I don't see any of their devices do it. They're all probably.
Couldn't you see
Why?
them? Couldn't you see them up at the top? Yeah,
I
because you
meant,
messed
like-
with one of them. Oh, and the one guy's comlink is still playing the K-pop.
Hasn't got it shut
that's
off.
funny.
Beautiful. But like smart guns.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, I mean, you could see them.
And if you're looking through my smart gun, you can see through that.
Well, no, but I mean, he can perceive them if he does matrix perception. You can see the ones that were here before, if there are any. I'd have to look at each one to see if they're a smart gun. I'll do that.
Can I like eject a clip or something just to be annoying? Because I don't know. Maybe I should just get out there and shoot at stuff and miss.
No smart gun there. Yes, some of the guys have smart guns. The guys with the guys with goggle helmets. These guys have smart guns.
Jam their
All right.
guns.
I will.
They have
Dump their mag into the ground.
They have Colt M23s and Colt Manhunters, both smart guns.
Does someone have a jammer, just on the off chance that, you
I
know?
have a rating 6 jammer.
Just checking.
I'm not getting help with this. We'll see if it actually works or not. Pick one. It doesn't matter necessarily.
I mean, they're gonna have like very few dice. What? You don't have fork? What the heck?
Fork doesn't
Fake
work.
hacker. What do you mean fork doesn't work?
He's a technomancer. Remember, he's got to
Yeah,
buy.
he would have to emulate it. Fake hacker.
Why didn't you
What-
emulate everything, Kenny?
Emulate the world. Yeah, he definitely defended against it. So, which weapon were you ejecting?
Whichever one he has out, it looks like he's going to use.
Okay, so I'm going to say the M23 probably.
Yeah, probably. I'll pick another one and do the same thing, because why not? Because I have 2 actions.
Maybe the guy right above him.
I mean, if you have the fork program, you could do both.
Exactly, but he doesn't have it because he's a fake hacker. Faker.
Save up that karma to emulate fork, then, Kenny.
Well, there's actually a echo I can get that allows me to run programs. I can like download programs to my
Yeah,
conscience,
that's
whatever.
new with hack and slash.
Yes.
It's
All
a
right.
lot better than emulating overclock, which you've done already, right?
Yes. That's 2 actions. That's what I can do. So I'll pop a couple of their magazines out, hoping to slow them down.
I hope you pay attention to the status messages. Jack, it is your turn.
Alright. So Jack didn't take any damage from that blast, right?
No, you completely dodged it. So did Kai, so... The only one that did was the guy that's down.
Oh yeah, no, he's done, right?
Well, he was down already, so...
These guys aren't nice. How big is the billowing smoke cloud at this point?
Are you going to ask me to know smoke rules?
Oh.
If only we had a compendium to look these things up, but we don't.
Maybe you should just fake it.
It's 2 meter radius from the center of the X there.
Alright, so Jack, to actually cast spells, Jack has to get outside of the smoke.
Got to be able to see, yeah.
Yeah, so he'll run forward.
And get shot at
Sure.
by several people.
Yep.
2, actually. One of them goes to shoot, and the clip falls out of his gun. And he may or may not say some bad words. You foiled
Kenny
my
for the
plan,
win.
you stupid
So it's
technomancer.
always better to throw the smoke grenades at the bad guys.
Well, I didn't expect people to follow me out there.
What's your DR, Jack?
Not very high.
Not very high. Well, his AR isn't either, so what's your DR?
Let me find it. What tab is? I never get shot at, right? Probably 6, 7. No, 7. No, 7 plus stuff.
Oh, you suck. Because 6, I would have gotten an edge.
Doesn't it add your body?
What?
Does it add your body or not? I don't know.
No, no. It's just your armor.
Yeah, it's weird. Your
He's-
calculation.
Isn't DR your body plus your armor rating?
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it's your
is.
body plus your armor rating, but it's
I mean, it's
wrong
calculated it based
on
on
my
that for me. So
sheet.
the sheet's correct for me.
Every time you say it's wrong, it's not actually wrong.
All right, so I
see
have
that-
Ace of Diamonds armor.
Okay, open the
Oh,
attributes. Yeah. Was it wrong? No, it wasn't.
It was wrong. It's
No,
definitely
it
wrong.
wasn't. You didn't
I-
have your primary armor checked.
That's So, anyways, it's DR10.
So it's still a wash. So he's going to shoot a semi-auto burst, not burst, semi-auto at you with his Colt M23. Wow, because he's fantastic. He's obviously a Marine sharpshooter. I'm waiting for a defense roll.
Yeah, I'm just checking my depth powers. I don't think I have anything on that. Nope, I don't. So just a basic defense roll.
This is probably the first time you've ever been shot at, isn't it?
Probably.
So you're taking 7
physical.
unless you want to use some ed.
I don't have any. I'm out.
Okay. Wow, that guard feels like he has justified his existence. And what was the spell you were going to cast?
Probably not if there's more guards shooting at me.
No, there was going to be two that shot at whoever they saw first. And,
Okay.
One of them had his weapon tampered with.
All right, quick review. Blast centered here. Jackal amp it up.
So where's it centered? Like between all four of them?
Yeah, he's gonna get the one right next to the guy with the broken armor symbol on him.
Okay, so you're gonna get
hit that guy.
how big are you gonna do? Are you amping it up or doing increased area?
Let me look at it. Blast is 4. I will, let's say, amp 1 and increase area 2. It won't hit that guy.
No,
It
but
should-
you could make it. You could make it hit. If
was
you're
4
increasing
by-
area 1,
We'll hit all 4 back there.
yeah, you could hit the 4 at the far northeast corner.
Okay, so then I'll amp up 2 and increase area 1.
Yeah. Okay. So do your roll.
So this is gonna be without wounds, right?
No.
Because it would happen at this. I wouldn't take the wounds until I cast my spell.
You came through the door, but yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You came out of the smoke, so yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, because you didn't put any modifiers on him for the smoke, so obviously we were both seeing.
Yeah,
each other at the same time.
it was a simultaneous massacre, mutually assured destruction.
The wild die didn't help me, but
Didn't hurt you
enough.
for a change. Okay, so indirect.
let's see if I knock myself out. Because the drain does have the wounds on it.
And what is the damage on that?
It would be 9 total.
6 plus half your magic. Is that how that works?
Yes. Plus the amp up, so that would be 11 total.
Ew. So
Drain was
11
9, so I
minus
took
2
2
is
drain
9.
as well.
So this guy takes 9. Wait, is that the right one?
Ouch.
Why is it? Oh, I'm on the stupid ruler tool. God damn it. So the guy up top's down. This guy takes 9. You know what would be nice, but no way I can affect it, if when you window shaded a NPC character sheet, the nearly transparent little square that it becomes had the token as part of it. Then I would know which mook I was working with. Ooh, this one only takes 7. That was not great.
And since Jack used 6 movement to get there, he's actually gonna go back some into the smoke and just lay down and save that the other 3 miners.
You're just gonna lay down.
He's just crawling under the table. Is that you, Grandma? I'm gonna see you real soon.
I was saying, is he like is grabbing his chest and going, "Oh, you got me," and falling back into the smoke? I would let you do a con roll for that.
Yeah, I'm pretending to be dead. Definitely. What's my con? It's actually pretty good.
Let's out one of those just
So at this point, the movement power kicks in.
Oh, excellent. So now Jack's really fast.
So everybody has a
4 times
crap load
faster.
of movement. Was it just you or was it everybody?
No, it's everybody. He should be able to hit. I think he can get 4 people with Force 4 Spirit.
Does anybody have a body of 5 or greater?
Everybody but Major. Sorry.
Yeah, everything but Major, because she's not living, right? So she can't be affected.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone has more than a 4 in body.
Then yeah, the 4 of you could be given movement, so it does a crap load of speed. All right.
So the 2 people in VR are capable of moving really fast.
They're holding still really quickly.
Exactly.
Kai.
Kai's gonna move here, and
All that speed, he moves 3 meters.
Yeah, but really fast, and then lob a stun grenade over here.
You know how to use the template?
Let me pull that out real quick.
I mean, they're in range.
Yes, but I need to know where he wants it to land, and then we need to do rolls and fun stuff. Because I predict it's going to bounce right back and land on Jack's head.
Throw it further. Throw it further.
There's a wall there. You can't throw it through the wall.
That's about as far as I can throw it.
So I'm just going to tell
I
you,
can get it to the edge.
it's good. You need to shoot for the actual block there. I'm going to tell you, if it deflects any direction towards that back wall, it's going to bounce off the wall.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm concerned about.
Yeah, grenades don't bounce that. They bounce at like half of what.
It depends on the rolls, really. So go ahead and do your grenade roll.
I feel like Kai's gonna do this. He's gonna be amazing at this.
It's probably going to bounce 0.
It's probably gonna bounce like everywhere, but
I
this is what I'm gonna
would have
do.
put it right there.
Yeah, just get both of us in the stun radius of it.
Yeah, I would have
No.
gone for like probably straight.
It's a 15-meter radius.
Oh yeah, you're on the HE radius, yeah.
It's a stun grenade. It needs to be like in the corner, or we're.
Well,
I
so
mean, I
you
think
have
I'm
at
still
least
gonna get caught,
you have at least
but-
cover 1, and cover 1 reduces the range, doesn't it? Isn't that how cover works?
I don't know. Look it up while he's rolling. He still needs to roll his grenade roll.
Yeah. If I had thought about this, I probably would have tossed the grenade and then moved, but
Or moved and then tossed it.
Well, no, I did
you
move
moved
and
to
then
there.
tossed
Yeah,
it.
yeah. You would have probably stayed where you were, thrown the grenade, and then stepped forward.
All right. And I don't think I get any bonuses for this.
3 hits. I like it. That was definitely not close range. That's medium, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
What book is that in? I thought it was in 6th World.
Grenades
It is
are in
in the-
CRB.
No,
Cover's
the
in-
cover.
Covers in the CRB as well.
Should be on page 111.
I thought there were some changed rules or some additional rules in in 6th World Companion.
Where did my oh, is it effect templates? Yes.
Cover rating is based on how much of your body you can put behind the cover while still effectively returning attacks and ducking back if you need to.
No, actually, no. The grenades affected by cover, I believe, are in 6WC.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So you threw this to there from... Oh, God. You're a freaking fraggin'.
But it's not like looking up grenade in Sixth World Companion is helping me.
Okay, so bounce of 6, it bounces against the wall, and it bounces 4 meters. So I'm going to give you 1 meter for the bounce. Okay, I'm going to delete that. So it lands right on them, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, right there. So you're, unfortunately, Jack is now in the radius, unless the cover actually does help. However, those guys are all in the inner range. Your grenade was 10, 8, 6.
It should give us or reduce the What I'm seeing in the Sixth World Core Rulebook is it'll give us half of its structure rating or reduce half of its structure rating rounded down from the damage or DV.
It says cover shields blasts, page 148. Cover reduces the damage from blasts by 2 times the cover level. Prone acts as cover 1 for the case of blasts.
But you don't stack the cover, so your cover 2 is what I was giving for tables. So you're dropping 4, and the third range on the stun is 6S. So you're soaking 2S. Unless you do take cover or whatever. I'm going to look it up. I hate that we don't have all this stuff memorized, but there's too much to memorize it all.
And it comes out too fast. I can't even get it all read before the next
I know, yeah, exactly. So core rulebook, we're doing, where is that? Actions, combat actions.
Hey, I soaked 2.
Of course, I don't actually have the description of the action. Do they want to hit the dirt?
They've already taken a movement action, so I think that's the only thing they can do.
They can't avoid incoming because that requires movement, right?
Well, actually, no, they have movement because it hasn't been their turn yet, this
it's a new
combat round.
So they can use actions to try and avoid it.
Hit the dirt, here we go. Drop to the ground in a defensive manner, gaining +2 dice.
That one I have memorized.
Okay, so they get, but grenades, you don't get a defense roll against.
Nope, it's just soak.
It's just
So what does it do for the grenade? Nothing.
It gives you 2. It gives you 2 dice.
for the soak roll.
But soak isn't a defense test.
Hit the dirt also makes them prone, so that would give the act as cover 1 for the case of blast, so it reduces the damage from blast by 2.
Okay.
But it doesn't stack. It doesn't stack. So some of them are probably getting cover from the tables of the people behind them.
Yeah, the one guy in the back would. The grenade landed there. Yeah, I believe that's where it was there. So yeah, they all would get 4 dice anyway. So they're not going to hit the deck. They're already down-ish. They're crouched. So they get 4 dice on their soak. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I think so.
So I think what the intent of that both hit the dirt and that rule in the SRM Sixth World Companion is that cover actually requires a minor action to utilize. Just because you're standing behind something,
or the GM. Well, they were using the minor action. They moved there and they didn't shoot.
Okay, yeah.
And they're combat guys, so they've got actions. And also situationally, cover can be given. And if you flip the table and you're hiding behind it, then yeah. Let's see here. So this guy's. It's funny that modifiers don't go on the soak.
Is it really going to matter? I think they're all going to be down, right?
No, not necessarily. It's 10s, and if they soak even a couple and they're not knocked out cold already. So he got 3 and he gets to roll 4 more dice. So 4, so he only takes 6. See, that was just enough for him to drop. He had 6. This guy stands a chance. He's a different character sheet.
The guys who are untouched.
He's not untouched. He's the one you shot.
And then got healed.
No. He's the one that Jack just hit with the stun blast. Or Cloud or whatever it was.
I thought that was the guy that just got knocked down.
Well, it was quite a few of them, actually, because it was an area effect. So 3 hits and 4 more dice. As much as I'd like to give him 45 dice, so 5 off of that, what was it, 10? So he only takes 5. He's alive! Ish. All right.
Did he save on my spell?
What's that?
He must have saved a lot on that blast.
He had a lot. It wasn't that he saved a lot. He had a lot. Anything else, Kai?
That's it. Aren't the other guards gonna have to resist as well?
Oh, yeah, because it's a massive thing. Did you two do your resists?
Yeah, Jack soaked all of it. I only soaked 2 out of the 6 that were in my
Oh, I see him.
range.
Okay, I just didn't see him because of all the other crap I was going on. Okay, so yeah, these guys are going against the 6, is it? 8. But again, cover, so they're going to do... Okay.
Yeah. And then I think the last guy might be in the 6 range.
Yeah, he was in the 6 range. 1. Oh, he's doing fantastic. 3, so he's taking... He's in the... What was that range? 8?
Yeah.
Yes, 10, 8, 6. So 8 minus 3 is 5. This poor guy can't get his gun to work. Has a grenade thrown at his back. So he's gonna... Do I have him? He's a different sheet. Too many sheets.
Well, that's unfortunate for that guard.
He only took 5. That one it was unfortunate for. Alright, now we've damaged everybody. I don't like grenades. No more grenades allowed.
I like it when I'm able to damage all the enemies and drain a bunch of their edge pools.
Yep. Well, I didn't actually use edge on any of those tests. I should have. I always forget NPCs get edge.
Oh, I thought the guy who rolled a 0 was you re-rolling dice.
No, those were the dice for the cover.
Gotcha. Well, that's my turn.
Because apparently I need to do work on the NPC sheets that I've been neglecting. I made them functional, just not great.
So is it Andriga's turn, or...?
Yeah. Yeah, what are you doing, Andriga?
I'm reducing my speed to 8, which means I travel 9, which gets me to there. I'm assuming I'm outside the cloud, correct? The smoke cloud?
For the moment. And by the way, the third block on drones is speed, current speed. The red dot.
Ah, okay. Okay, so current speed would be 8 then. I'll put that in. Whichever one looks the healthiest, I'm going to try and shoot.
You've got 2 guys that you can't tell if they've been hit or not, and then 2 guys that are bleeding. So you've got the 2 guys here are both the least injured.
Then I'll go for the closest one.
And Shadowjack said nothing. 8 hits. I think that's a fluke. How do you have a 20 dice pool?
Because I've got my control rig, I've got a smart gun, and I pumped a lot into engineering. I've got gunnery specialization, for example.
What's the 10?
Sorry, what's the what?
I was trying to figure out what the 10 was. I'm looking at your dice. You got 4, which is probably your logic.
Logic. No, 10 is the logic, because my logic is 10.
Oh yeah, you're a damn mage with attribute enhancement.
No, I've got the logic enhancement bio thing, which gives me a +3 to logic, and
Yeah,
I've got the exceptional logic skill.
Right. That's where the 10 was coming from. What's the +6?
Well, I've got engineering 4, I've got specialization gunnery, I've got smart gun, and I've got specialization in gunnery. So it's probably engineering plus gunnery specialization for the 6.
No. Then what's the 4? I think I'm going to have to look at your sheet because I think you've got way too many dice.
+1 from smart gun, +3 from a.
What's your base? First of all, what is your agility and your gunnery?
My logic is 10.
Oh, you're using logic. Okay, so 10. What is your gunnery?
My my engineering is 4 +2 for gunnery,
So that's 16.
+3 for my control rig, because that adds to any of the dice pool when I'm jumped in. So that's
That's
19.
where the 4 is coming from. Okay.
Yeah, and +1.
Yeah,
for
and the
smart
+1. Yeah, those are the modifier. Okay, that I understand now. Control rig gives you the bonus to everything. I thought it was just piloting checks.
From what I read and understood, it was anything to do with your drone. So, I mean, that's my understanding of what it said.
I'm not doubting you. I thought it was different, and I haven't read. I read Double Clutch once, and then another book came out that I had to read.
Yeah, it adds to your dice pool and it reduces the handling threshold. So, it adds to pretty much anything. That's why being a rigger is so much better than just controlling it remotely. Because it not only adds to your dice pool, it reduces the thresholds for piloting tests.
What is your AR?
AR would be, I think, 10. I'll double check. Sorry, it would be 13, because that's near, right?
No, that's good. So it's a wash. It's a good thing that you checked because you would have given him an edge. Ooh! What is that? 5 + 5, so 10S? Ha! He's not dead.
Oh, well, he's hopefully very badly wounded.
Nope. I'm fine.
'Tis but a flesh wound. And unfortunately, as I'm only cold simmed and had to use a minor action to get over there, I've got some more minor actions, but not much else I can do, so end of turn.
Oh, that's a shame. He doesn't get to do anything. He's dead. He gets to do a thing. Do I have any grenades? I mean, if people are going to throw grenades, we're going to throw grenades. Of course he doesn't have any grenades. Why would he have grenades? He's going to shoot at, they probably can't see Kai.
Honestly, it's usually unlikely they give security guards grenades because that just causes more property damage in the long run.
Yeah, I mean, it does make sense, but still.
It's cheaper to replace security guards than it is to replace, buildings.
That's terrible, but true. He's gonna shoot at the stupid robot because he can't see Jack. Or Jack is hiding under a table and behind smoke. Oh yeah, smoke. Yeah, he can't even do anything. Can't throw grenades. Jeez. What does the smoke do? Conceal?
I mean, if they have thermographic,
Yeah, do you really think they have that?
I mean,
It's
they look
just
like pretty
regular
high-tech
smoke.
operators. This guy
It's-
definitely has some optical.
He has image link, camera, smart link.
Oh, okay.
It's not thermographic smoke, so if someone can see thermographically or with thermographic sight, they can see through it.
Nope. So he's gonna take a penalty.
I think it just makes the blinded one shooting into it, maybe
Which
blinded
is
two.
what, -3 dice, I think.
Yeah, I kind of feel like, the company would have provided these guys with thermographic, just because then they don't have to, turn the lights on down here and spend the electricity. Cost savings.
I shooting it, and Andrew. 3 hits.
Well, major.
Yeah, major. Actually, there should be more penalties to that.
Are wounds not working?
Yeah, they're not. And I could have sworn I fixed them, but no, they're not. So how many is he down? A bunch.
Try turning it off and turning it on again.
Now, did we resolve? Is it intuition
No,
plus
it's not
pilot?
working. What?
It's intuition plus piloting for the dodging, or is it double intuition?
It's definitely not double intuition. It's whatever drone defense is, which I believe is body and armor, isn't it?
But I get a defense roll, don't I?
Oh yeah, that's the soap. So that would be whatever your piloting skill is, right? Piloting and intuition. Yeah. So yeah, he nullified it. Fine. That guy's dead. At least I can clear some things out of the tracker. Hey, this guy gets to do things. Like, he can reload his M23. Do you guys see the status marker? Or the statuses under his name?
Yes, we do.
You do see what it says, right, Kenny?
Yes, we do.
M23 needs reloaded, stupid technomancer.
Yeah, but the rest of the party is saying, "Thank God for technomancers."
But Jack is like Jack would have been dead.
Yeah, actually, he probably would have been. Well, at least down. These guys don't... They
Yeah,
suck.
I think
They
kind of
just
do
suck.
better with the grenade placement.
It's okay. This is a really hard time.
Is it,
It's working well now.
Smart weapon reload is minor, right?
Minor
Could be,
action,
yeah.
and if they're running wireless, it refunds a minor.
Yeah, so, okay. So he has 1 million wounds. So I'm going to have to modify that. And then he's got the modification from the smoke. This is fun. I like playing Mook. Every monster, every hostile from now on is just going to be a dragon.
Every enemy we faced is Ghostwalker.
I mean, you could run them as a grunt group, but make things faster.
Yeah, it makes things faster, but it nerfs the hell out of them. Because they don't have the law of averages with rolling more dice. So yeah, he got 1 hit on you, Andrew. He got 0 hits on you, Andrew. This guy's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna reload his gun and shoot. Stupid technomancer. I don't like Andrigger. Stop it.
It's almost like I thought how I could be reasonable as a rigger in a drone. And at least I'm not a drone mancer, so be thankful for that.
No, we have one of those. This guy's gonna cast Clout, where he can hit the guy under the table. Wait, there's smoke, so he can't see, so he can't cast it, right?
It's indirect cloud, I believe, right?
Yeah, so you have to be able to. Oh,
But it's not an area effect, so yeah.
oh, sorry, I meant blast. But he has to see
Blast,
where
yeah,
it's landing to do it. So
Correct.
with the smoke, he can't see. All right, he's gonna move over to here and cast it over here outside the smoke. So it will actually accidentally hit Kai, but he's going after Andrigger. So yeah. I have to cancel that roll to see what his hit points are.
Now, blast is stun damage, correct? Stun damage that is not electrical, correct?
Yeah, it's not electrical.
So therefore, the drone ignores it anyway.
It is stun, yeah.
Any stun that's not electrical is ignored by drones. So.
I think there's a new rule in that in 6WC, but I'm not worried about it.
I think it's like up to their body or something. They automatically soak, and then you roll a soak roll on top
That's
of that.
fine with me if you want to do that.
That's
Sure.
fantastic. One, Kai, you're the only one's going to have to worry about it. One indirect combat hit.
And this is just indirect
Yeah, indirect
magic, right?
Yes.
And you get a +5 because we're still in the anti-sorcery area too.
Which should, I think it lasts 5 rounds.
There you go.
Whew. And he doesn't drop down.
Yeah, like originally when I like looked at the counterspelling, I was like, this sucks compared to D&D.
No, it's better than D&D.
In some ways, yeah. It's not like a direct step block, but yeah, it's pretty useful.
Counterspelling in D&D, unless 5th edition changed it a lot from 3.5, is really complicated.
Oh, it's super easy now. You just say I counterspell, and that stops the spell unless it's pretty much higher level than.
Then the spell
Alright.
slot you used.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm going to actually do what I planned because I think we're doing well enough. But if you were going to allow hack and slash, doing a DOS on a weapon seemed fun.
I don't remember what that is. What is it?
I put it in the chat. Basically, I'm flooding the data streams, and I make a roll and apply a dice pool penalty on whatever they're doing with that device.
What page is it? Because I have the new Matrix actions.
It is 28. But I don't think you need any more negative dice pools. Instead, I'm going to decide to get out there because we need to start grabbing stuff. So I'll drop out of Hot Sim.
So, fun fact, we just had a long conversation about this, and Hal, one of the authors, chimed in. Denial of service can be done by a street samurai with a comm link.
I mean, you still have to make the roll, but yeah. What is my speed now?
What does the boost do to the thing? The air spirit, what is the boost to speed?
That's a question for Jack.
I'm sorry, what was that?
What is my
Yeah.
speed now?
Times 4.
All right, and base is 10, right?
Yes.
Okay, and we're on it's times 10 map. Yeah, so it's.
Oh,
weird.
no. It's a 1. He just didn't. It's 1 meter per square in the red box, in the red area.
Yeah, just ignore the 0 at the end when you're measuring it.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to use minor to drop out of hot sim. I'll re-roll that when I'm done. Minor to stand up. Minor to get out here. And I guess a minor to take cover, and then I'm done. Underneath the table where I know
Did you
one of the
grab?
things
Did
to
you
be
grab
grabbed
the
is.
thing?
That's a major.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, I don't have any more action, so just take cover under the table, prepare to grab it as soon as I get an opportunity, and that's it.
Okay. Jack.
So let me just look at Jack really quick. I know what I was gonna do. I just want to make sure I have all the gear for it. Oh, I don't have a biotech. That's why. Okay.
You don't get to go again this round, Kenny, just so you know.
Yeah, I know.
I will forget by the time it's your turn.
Jack's gonna attempt to heal himself. I think that's the best thing he can do at this point. And he hopes that Wild Die doesn't bite him in the butt.
Oh, please do. Roll all 5s and then have a 1 on the wild die. Ha!
Yes.
So you got what, 7 hits? 8.
Yeah, 7 hits. So
Eight.
that'd be 8 total. Woo.
Roll your roll your drain. Critical glitch.
Oh, so I only had 7, so I'm healed.
Until the critical glitch.
And I will roll the drain.
For a critical glitch. You're not listening. I said for a critical glitch.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna take some drain from that, but let me figure it out.
Tap, tap, tap. Is this thing on?
I actually have a spreadsheet that I used for this.
It's on, but not even the dice are listening to you.
Where's that fudge rolls button, damn it?
Yeah, so the spell drain was 8. I got 4 hits. I will take the 4 drain because I would rather have stun damage.
Wait, what are you talking about?
So threshold is 5 minus the target's essence, and you heal 1 box of stun per net hit. The drain increase. Oh, wait a second.
Yeah, the drain doesn't increase on heal spell.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, healed myself. I'm
No,
good.
no, go ahead. Take stun damage for nothing. I like that.
I have this really cool spreadsheet, and I just wanted to use it. That's all. Not a really cool spreadsheet. It's like 3 lines. So that
so
was
you're
one
saying-
major action. No one else is injured, right?
This guy
Kai
over
is
here. This guy
stunned,
over
but
here
that's
needs
it.
help.
Okay. Can Jack see him? It will definitely help him if Jack can see him.
I don't think Jack can see Kai.
No, I meant this guy over here. Because Jack will definitely cast a spell on that guy if Jack can see him.
I mean, he's got cover too.
But
The smoke. The smoke is in the way because you're right in the middle of the smoke.
Okay. So he will use a minor action to tell his air spirit to assist us in this battle. 1 task per enemy you knock out non-lethally.
Oh, so you're basically bribing him to earn his freedom by knocking people out.
Well, you know what? I think it's kind of it's just
I like it. I would give you astral rep for that if we were playing with that.
it's poor payment if I just say, help us defeat all these guys. I'm giving you, I'm using 1 task per. It's
Yeah. How many tasks does he have left?
I think 5 because I only used 1.
Okay. Move your spirit. Tell me what it's doing.
I forget what they're.
It is materialized. They are fast, but only if they sprint.
But if they sprint, they don't have any other movements. He does have a ranged attack.
Yeah,
So,
they've got 5 meters. You could get out of the door, but he is in cover from the smoke.
Does a spirit care about that? It's a dual nature creature.
It's manifested.
But I still think it can see dual nature. I don't think they see physical beings. They see astral.
At this point, I don't care. Go ahead and do your attack. I just love how everything is advantage runners, but not it's everything's disadvantage hostiles, but never disadvantage runners.
That's not true. What
No.
about when we used the flash packs and Sun Guard jewelry to blind everything but the spirit that was seeing astrally that then took a bite out of Kai?
One time. Okay, one
And-
time.
I mean, Kai and Jack just got hit by a grenade.
Yeah, grenade they threw.
Look, you
wasn't
know,
an
that's not
advantage, brother.
important.
That's like when I'm bowling and I'm bowling really bad, I'm the best bowler on the other team.
Listen, we're a team. When we win, y'all win too.
What
Look,
was that?
let's not get caught up on who tossed what grenade.
You were attacking the guy that was nearly down.
Yeah, we'll go over that guy.
What is he resisting with that? Just a defense roll?
Yeah, it's just an attack.
What's the AR?
It's like a ranged attack. Probably pretty low. It's a spirit. 6.
Good. He gets an edge.
See, that's for the. I'm giving him edge.
Yeah, except that he has a million negatives right now.
I'm just 99. Oh wait, no, that's physical. I told the spirit non-lethal.
Somehow, with -6 modifier, he got 2 hits. He wants the spirit to re-roll both of its hits.
The spirit is gonna be like, yeah, sure, that's fine. I wasn't supposed to kill you anyways.
Good. He's like, I knew I had edge for a reason.
He's like, yeah. He's like, I was shooting it right at you, and I pulled that shot because I was told not to kill.
Next, is that your turn, Jack?
Yeah.
We didn't actually take a break tonight, but by the time we're done with this combat, it's pretty much done. Enter.
Alright, she pulls to a stop, and that's a minor action, and then minor action change to burst fire, and then I'm going to try and multi-attack to shoot the 2 most injured ones.
Okay.
Now that's a burst fire wide option, isn't it?
Yes. You have the weapon set up on your character sheet? Yes, you do. Fantastic. Look at how pretty that is. Can I just pick a target? Top one being the 4 and the bottom one being the 2?
So long as they're injured, yeah. So she's trying to go for the most injured looking one, so I'll leave that to your discretion. So
They're both about equal. So the top one is going to defense against 4. And he's minus -1 million. Oh! Tie goes to the attacker. He has edge. Reroll all 4 of your hits. Sorry, 2 of your hits.
I have edge too, so it's 1 edge per one that he has to reroll, right?
Yes. So you're making me use 2?
And he was getting me to reroll 4, right?
No, 2. He only had 2 edge.
I'll get him to reroll 3 since I do have enough edge to do that.
So he has 2 hits now. Click the minus button and tell it 2.
Yeah, I was just about to. Yeah. Minus it is.
Ah, curses. So 5S, he's down. Oh, he gets a soak. He might soak all of them. Who am I kidding? No, see? Oh, it's trying to give modifiers to soak. I can do that. But yeah, nope, he's down. That was actually just enough. And the other guy was against 2. He's going to roll massive.
I've technically
Massive
spent
penalty.
Yeah, I've technically spent my edge action, so
Yes,
I
you
can't
have.
spend any more. Can I?
And he, didn't he just use his edge against, Jack? Or, who? He didn't use his edge, did he? No. So he's going to have you re-roll 2. So you have 1 hit. He has 1 hit. Ah! So he's going to take 4S that he's got to soak. So he takes 2S, which is just enough.
Excellent. I believe that's
So,
it for her turn.
so are the eyes glowing now?
Well, she's not technically killing anyone, so...
Oh, okay. So it's
sure.
only when she's doing physical damage. I see.
Well, so she's not killing anyone, not purple and blue, right?
Maybe it's a gentle blue or green glow. Yeah.
Exactly.
It is your turn, Kai.
I will take a shot at this guy.
Which one? The only one standing, or the one that's injured up top?
This guy.
Okay, so I didn't give my guys their cover dice, but I don't care at this point. 4 hits.
Yes.
He has 5 hits.
I'm gonna make him re-roll. What's his DR?
DR's 14.
I will make him re-roll 4.
Actually, he has 4 hits. I forgot to add his wound penalties in.
Okay. I'll make him re-roll 4 because I get an edge for using an agility-based skill and spend all of my edge to make him re-roll 4.
So out of that 4, he re-rolled all of them. He has 1 hit, so you've got 9. 9S. Soak that, buddy. 3, so you get 6.
And then I'll use my other action to shoot this guy.
Zero hits. So he only takes 10. There's one guy left.
That's my turn.
And he's the one who actually has a turn.
Hey, if you lay down your weapons now, we'll save you the trouble of, having to shoot you down.
He yells out, "Can't do that. Got a dragon to answer to."
I'm sure he'll understand. This is a no-win situation.
No. He's going to, how would I decide a random placement for a spray and pray? I want him to do full auto in your general direction.
Well, I suppose the only person he'd be able to really see would be Major, right? Because the others are...
Yeah, he doesn't
pretty
care
much
about the drone. He's shooting towards the door, so it's Kenny, accidentally Kai, 'cause he can't see any of you because of smoke, but Kenny, Jack, Kai, or nothing. I feel like,
Well, Jack's the one that he hasn't seen the longest. 'Cause I haven't done anything for 2 turns.
he's going to roll a D49.
He can take a shot at Kai.
He can't see Kai.
Doesn't know where Kai is, but he can try.
Okay, so 43 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 48 for 7.
And to be fair, in this sort of heated, back and forth, Major kind of looks human if you're not really paying attention.
This is where he was shooting with his full auto, and it just misses where Jack is. So I'm not going to bother to roll because he's shooting in empty space. All right, it is his turn. Kenny's turn.
All right, Kenny's gonna take a turn. All right, Kenny's gonna take a turn, everybody. It's not Kenny's turn.
MVP, take out the last guy.
Oh yeah, it's. I told you I forget by the time it got around to it. It's Force 4 Spirit's turn. Is it gonna move and mangle this poor guy?
Yes.
Is it going to use lethal
Engulf.
or non-lethal?
Can use non-lethal. It's gonna engulf that guy.
Isn't engulf also physical?
Nope.
Oh, good. Okay, so do that.
We'll do that. 3 hits. Oh yeah, this template doesn't show damage. It's 6s damage.
He has edge. He's going to have you re-roll 3 hits.
He still got edge. He just spent a bunch.
No, that was the other guy's.
I thought
On
this
my
guy
turn,
just
Kai was
fired
the one
at us.
who used edge.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sure. How many?
All 3. He's desperate to stay alive.
All right. He's
Excellent.
not engulfed.
Great. Jack?
Jack gets out of one of his plastic bags, goes to the table back here, and just sweeps the table.
Okay.
And let's see, that's a major and a
So
minor.
what were you sweeping? What, everything into a bag? One of your trash
Everything
bags?
into a bag. Yeah, all the stuff that's on the table just into the bag.
Okay.
And then he'll get back into the table.
Andriger.
Kind of feels like his team has this.
Whoops, sorry, I meant I forgot to switch back to standard SA.
Oh, you can roll again.
Just add them together. Oh, yeah, 7 hits. Even
I mean,
better.
does this guy really stand a chance? No, not when he's
No.
rolling with -4 dice. Ooh. Oh wait, he's behind a table. He gets 4 more dice. This is going to work out well. Yep, see, told you. He is invincible. He can't soak enough to survive this, so he's down.
And he'll hear, "Told you so."
And you see your spirit visibly kind of... Its sighs. The air spirit sighs.
Thank you, Air Spirit. We will. You know, that was definitely a task. 2 tasks. You tried really hard on that. It's the thought that counts. Jack's definitely gonna grab this turkey and throw it in his bag. Oh, are we out of initiative?
You are in timed circumstances.
Yeah. Kennedy's gonna stand up and grab this. Hey, how long does that wind affect?
Until the spirit is, until we're done. So,
So you're gonna... What are you going to do while you're down here?
grabbing the rest
How
of the,
greedy are you getting?
no, just grabbing the rest of the ones here. Jack's gonna check the. Oh, whoa. Jack is gonna check the bodies really quickly, especially these 3 black helmet guys. Definitely looking at them with astral perception to see if there's anything on them.
No.
Oh man, that sucks. No focuses.
Yeah, they're not
Okay.
allowed to use the focuses that they're guarding because they're not allowed to summon spirits.
Well, they're casters. I figured they might have their own.
Oh, you're funny, Kenny.
What?
Only focused on the target items.
Yeah, so
That was an accident, but I enjoy it.
So how greedy are we getting? What are we leaving with? And how long are we taking to get it?
we're taking. I mean, we could go 40 meters per turn, so we can get to the other 2 that are off the screen.
Right,
rather
that's what I'm
quickly.
getting at. How many rounds are you going to take?
Jack grabbed the stuff that was on the table down there and the turkey, and then he's heading back up the ramp.
And Kenny has gotten, what, 2 things at this point?
Yeah.
Kai will grab some stuff as well.
You had flagged
I don't know what- so-
five of the most powerful.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the
Thanks,
1,
Reverend.
2,
Take
3,
it
4,
take it easy.
5 that are on the table here.
All right.
Yeah. Andriga and Major are already leaving because Major is a lot slower than the rest of the party at the moment.
Okay. So you're out of initiative, but I need to know how long you're spending.
2-3 rounds tops, grabbing
Yeah,
and
so
going.
9 to 12 seconds,
All right.
which seems silly, but that's what it is. And then zipping back up the ladder, Jack in the lead because he's going to cast his Trid Phantasm again and get them behind the building.
You as you come out, you hear the sounds of sirens.
Of
And-
course.
And you hear the approach of aircraft.
So we're all going to pile into Clutch's van.
And you hear the flapping of wings.
Get out of here now.
Yeah. And so-
Fortunately, they're moth wings. It was just really close to your ear.
yeah, luckily, actually, Jack might just do a Trid Phantasm of Ghostwalker showing up. Because that would be kind of, that'd totally freak everyone out. No. He will look at the air spirit and say, please do your best to clean up traces of our magic here. And then you are released. He'll also ask the task spirit the same thing on the top for the Trid Phantasm.
So you're tasking your spirits, both of them, pun intended,
Yep.
to clean up the astral.
Yeah, so both the blast spell from Jack and the heal spell and the knockout spell in the hallway would be the task spirit, and the Trid Phantasm would be the task spirit.
Yeah, you had 2 Trid Phantasms. Well, 3
Yeah.
now.
It should take them. I think they can reduce. It should be like a minute each.
So, and you're just don't care who's in the way you're getting out of there?
Yeah, we're Clutch is waiting on the other side of the fence. We're hopping the fence and we're gonna get out of there.
Okay. So you get out of there. So what is your plan?
Oh, what did we have to do with these stupid things? I don't even remember.
I
We-
believe we have to turn him into the Johnson.
Yeah, and she'll give us extra cash for extra ones we picked up that are high powered.
What do we have?
You have more than you're going to get rewarded for.
No, I don't. I just want to pick like 1 or 2. I just wanted if there was an assortment. You know what? Jack will let Chuz decide whatever you want to give.
What are you looking for? Are you going to try and keep one?
Yeah, Jack wanted to keep one.
So your
They might be able to track those.
Yeah, your characters are well aware that getting caught with summoning foci is a really bad thing, especially summoning foci that have already been assensed and logged into a facility that was robbed. Do you really want to take that chance?
Like, I've been cast. I mean, they gotta catch me, right?
You've crossed a dragon.
Wait a second. Are we the runners that keep popping up on that board? That some dragon's looking for a team of runners to hunt down another team of runners that stole something?
I think there's always a team of runners that thinks they're good enough to steal something.
From a dragon?
Yeah. Or they do it accidentally. I'm just telling you that you might be better off if you want to get a foci to get one made or acquired for you in other ways. But it's up to
Clean
you.
foci, yeah.
I think you can actually modify the astral signature of focuses.
You can. I mean, the process of spending karma to do whatever with them makes them yours. Right now, it has somebody else's astral attached to it, and you can't use it.
If you did spend karma on it, then yeah, that'd probably be safe.
Well, I mean, to attune to it, I would have to spend karma on it.
Exactly. So until you attune to it, it's hot. Once you attune to it, then it's still not great because Ghostwalker doesn't like it. But
just have to bring it inside my magical lodge, which provides a mana barrier. But I mean, they could probably. get
Which
it
one of the pictures you drew? Which one did you feel was attracted to most?
I honestly don't remember what they looked like.
Well, you had a baseball glove / turkey and some other stuff.
Obviously, it was the floating drop of blood, right?
That was one of the ones that was listed in the adventure.
You know what? One of them looked like a necklace. That seems like something that Jack would like.
Okay, so it's what's the name of that emerald from Titanic?
The Hope Diamond?
Sapphire.
No,
Was it a
that's sapphire. Yeah,
The one
I don't
she
know what that
chucked
was.
back in the sea.
yeah. It's a replica from the movie. That's what the necklace is.
Okay.
It is a. I have to watch my words because you'll make me regret them.
The Heart of the Ocean.
Yeah, it's a replica of the Heart of the Ocean from the movie from the classic movie Titanic.
All right.
At least you know your heart will go on.
Jesus Christ, what focus do you want it to be, and what should I actually give you?
I mean, it doesn't matter to me. Air,
Well, no, it's going to be summoning, which is they're all generic. They're not specific.
No, they're tied specifically to a type.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Oh well, I mean it's the Heart of the Ocean, so it's obviously a water spirit. But what I was getting at was what rating, what power.
Oh, I just 3 or 4.
Okay, I was thinking 3 and thinking you wanted 5 or 6, so I like 3.
No,
You,
I
you
don't.
already have like a power focus, don't you? Though
Yes, but that doesn't. Actually, yeah, it does.
it gives you +2 effectively to summoning, so you'd want it to be. I mean, +3 is still better than +2, but only by a 1.
It's like expertise. So yeah, what are you gonna do? You're gonna trade in these other ones with to Nikki?
Yeah, everything.
Might
else
as
is
well
the
get some
Mickey.
extra favor.
She is completely untrustworthy.
Nikki is?
Yeah, I don't like her. She's used car salesmanship.
She is eager to please. I've probably portrayed her as untrustworthy.
Okay, so we actually.
I
got a
don't
feeling
know that I
she's-
necessarily trust anyone who wants us to do stuff on the DL from Cat.
Yeah, that was the other side of it. Like she was like, "Oh, Cat's my friend," and I really feel like Cat doesn't even know who this chick is. Or
Have
no,
you
we
asked?
asked Cat, and yeah, we did, and Cat was like, "Yeah, whatever, that crazy bimbo."
No, Kat said I'm aware of her. I know her. I wouldn't say we're friends.
That's what I said.
I'm just saying, I'll take jobs, or I'll take her new yen, but the moment she asks for credit, we bounce.
And if Ghostwalker happens to know where some of those foci happen to end up, like in Nikki's possession, then it wasn't us that told him.
Well, Nikki's just the fixer. She's not the Johnson.
Oh, hey, do me a favor. Never mind. I got it.
You guys had 14,500 hits. So you turn the foci into her, except for the one.
Except for the one rating
You really-
3.
Okay,
You
so she takes them all, and for the lot of them, you had 5 of the high-powered, and then I don't know, say 7 or 8 of the other ones. She's willing to give you a total, not each, but a total of another 15,000. So
Nice.
I'll add that into the picking up the pieces as an individual reward. There's 4 of you, or is Clutch taking a share?
Clutch is taking the share. You got us out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always an even distribution of the wealth.
Jeeves always gets paid.
Even if he's off on a honeymoon.
Especially if he's off on a honeymoon.
Exactly,
Well,
it's our
like-
wedding gift to him, isn't it?
Like, I kind of feel like he's getting paid right now.
I could have sworn Endriger said honeymoon.
What's the difference?
Exactly.
Well, you moan during your honeymoon,
If
so
it's
I guess
going
it's the same,
right.
I mean, I hope you do. If you don't, that's kind of sad.
That was called the Heart of the Ocean.
Yes.
Do you really want to hold on to it is the question I have, because it's only effectively an extra +1 on summoning water spirits, and there's probably going to be a lot of heat from Ghostwalker by having it on your personage.
Yeah, but once he attunes to it, then the heat's gonna essentially
Yeah, but
be the
it's
same.
a summoning thing, they're illegal, so...
Yeah, they are one of the few things that is strictly verboten, because Shadowwalker has a thing for spirits.
Yeah, and I've broken that so many times.
Yeah, but you broke it not with actual foci.
Yeah, but I'm still summoning spirits.
Kai is supporting you keeping this 110% of the way.
Besides, he's not going to be in Denver his whole life.
Yeah,
So-
and Enriger...
That depends on if you die here.
Everyone's gonna get
if you're
next.
found with it, Enriger doesn't know you.
So what? We each get like 15,000 new yen for this run.
I'll get there in a second. It's more than that, but I'm filling it in now.
Oh, I'm just doing math in my head because I think it was like what 14 or
It was
12.
14. It was 14.5 plus 3
Oh, yeah,
each, so 17.5 each.
nice. I
Two
can
more
get more
karma.
augments.
Another
I've got-
run like this, and I'll be able to afford a Power Focus too.
I've got like 30,000 new yen and no karma.
You're not going to be happy with this run.
But I have like 45,000 karma. Or 45,000 new yen is what I'm gonna be
you can do things like working for the people.
Wouldn't it
Okay,
be
so
working?
we can.
However, you need to entertain the viewers by describing exactly what you do to work for the people to earn those karma, and I will allow up to 2 karma to be converted that way.
Yeah,
so 4,000 new yen for 2 karma.
This is a family-friendly channel, so Jack really can't go into this. But when you see him, coming in late at night and drag, you'll just know that he was working for the people.
Yeah, no, it's got to be something you can describe to the audience, and that will happen the session after you get the karma.
Look, there's RuPaul's Drag Race is 100% family friendly.
I have not seen that, but I have always thought RuPaul was hilarious.
I just, and it's not a RuPaul or a trans thing. I just don't like over the top people. They just
One thing I will say is that not all drag shows are the same, and not all of them follow RuPaul's decisions about what drag is or should be.
So, fun fact: a movie that I watched, many years ago, but I thought was hilarious and a good movie was Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Australia for the win.
Yup, it's a good movie too. I don't remember much about it now, but I do remember being suspicious. I was like, "Why am I watching this movie?" But when I actually watched it, I was like, "You know what? You're right." My manager at the motel told me to watch it. He said, "It's a great movie. You got to watch it." And I watched it, and he was right.
Yeah, Hugo Weaving and Guy Pearce are both great in it.
I don't remember anything about it. I just remember being surprised that I liked it. It was not my kind of movie because I usually science fiction or fantasy or nothing. So you guys got 17,500 karma each total. Or not karma. No, new yen.
We got it.
I've made that mistake before. You know better. New yen. It's on the paper. It's written down. 4 karma, 0 reputation, and you got 1 heat.
My poor heat.
Hold on, doesn't Kenny have something that reduces heat?
That's just a modifier for the roll. I posted it.
What is the modifier? Because I didn't add it. -1. It still would have been a 9, which gets you heat. So unfortunately, it wasn't enough this time.
To be fair, stealing from a dragon is bound to get you heat, I guess.
Yeah, you should have automatically gotten 1 heat. Jack got a Force 3 Water Spirit Summoning Focus replica of the Heart of the Ocean from the classic movie Titanic. And you all got +2 favor points with Nikki the Gardener.
Which brings me, or is enough to give me another level of loyalty with her.
And I'm going to close that window. I'm going to play with something. If anybody's still watching, which I don't think they are because I see 2 viewers, I'm going to raid DWB, who's doing a 24-hour stream for Extra Life for the kids. So we're going to do that and see how that happens, and I'm going to actually kill the stream.
What does it do?
It should move all of our viewers over to that stream.
Ooh.
Can you watch 2 things on Twitch at once?
I have been all night. I've been watching,
Okay.
but I had DWB up.
So I have a
Yeah,
a
same.
leave button up. Do I hit leave to go to his stream, or do I just not?
No, it should have just moved you.
Yeah, it just moved me over.
Yeah, it dumped us into it.
Who put me in here? We added nothing to his channel. He's playing Dead Before Dawn.
I know this game.
I'm stopping streaming. We'll see everybody next week, and we'll figure out what the runners are doing then.